this bitch off. Hopefully I don't get a lot of frame drops because, well, my internet's not the greatest thing on the planet, but it tries. It tries its best. So you are live. Look at that. See? Let's see. Yeah, I got it. Look. See, the whole problem with it yesterday was okay, it is public. Had to make sure it was public because we were doing test streams that were private. The whole fucking problem yesterday, of course, came down to not OBS's fault. I still hate OBS with a passion. Don't get me wrong. I wish nothing but bad things and only bad things happen to the people who work at OBS. You haven't fixed your shit, and it's been a thing for like 15 years, and it still sucks. But it ended up just being YouTube's end. It was the new layout they have, which the live control room. They try and make it look cool. It fucking sucks. It was muting our stream. Nothing was wrong with it. Like, oh shit, I had my volume all the way up. But nothing was wrong with it the whole time. I'm like, that's why I kept saying, I'm like, I don't know what's, like, nothing is wrong with it because there wasn't anything wrong with it. It was fucking YouTube's fault. So you can always rely on them to fuck everything up. So yeah, that's my rant for now. God damn it. I think your boy's coming down with the
Rona.
I think so. I'm not feeling great. Oh, I'm feeling fine, but my shit ain't feeling
14
great.
days. Starting it over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just started it yesterday, so I guess another day ain't gonna hurt. But yeah, so I've just been chilling. Not gonna lie. Let's see. I bench pressed for 4 hours today, so I'm probably not gonna be able to move tomorrow. But it is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie. I tried to go to the basketball courts earlier. They put fucking garbage bags and caution tape over all the rims. Like, you can't play
as if I can't jump up and take it off.
I mean,
as if I couldn't do that if I wanted.
They probably fucking know because they're doing construction work out there too.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Not on the court itself, but like the area around it.
Dude, I considered because I don't want to go to the courts because I'm not supposed to go anywhere. So I'm at the point right now. I'm trying to find a basket that'll fit a basketball, and I'll just cut the bottom out and staple it to the top of my fucking garage. That's the point I'm at, and I don't have any concrete. Like, my backyard's all grass and shit. So
you're gonna be doing like when they first started out using fucking peach boxes and shit.
Oh my god, dude! I practiced with a head of lettuce the other night. Like that, I was just in the kitchen just fucking practicing my spin moves and shit. So nothing's off the table. With a head of lettuce, yes, that's where we're at right now. So, but no, today though it was nice out and there was actually a lot of people walking around, which the funny thing is though, right? So I went to California March 6th. Okay, was it 6th? I went there the 8th, all right? And it was sunny the first day I was there. And I kid you not, here April 2nd, this is the first sunny day I have experienced since March 8th. It has been shitty everywhere I've been in that time between. So this is the first fucking sunny day I've had in like almost a month. Like, it has consecutively been shit everywhere I'm at. It has been shit weather, which Indiana is already shit weather as it is. But California, hey, it rains like once or twice a year if you're lucky. Well, of course, my ass gets there. And what does it do? It rains the entire time. So I'm like, I almost expect a check from the government, like thanking me for saving, their environment because all the shit's burning down. So
I was just about to say the same state that's been begging for a drop of rain for God knows how long, and it rains.
You're all fucking welcome at the expense of my vacation. It's the first time I've been there in 6 years.
You've done us a great service. You get nothing though. Fuck you.
I got nothing. You couldn't like add something to my credit score. Nothing. Like,
well, we're already getting a fucking corona check in the mail.
I'm not, which is stupid because now I'm not at work, so your boy is gonna be out of money for the next month, and I'm not gonna get the check either. So I kind of got fucked out of this. Like, it's a little stupid, because I'm not working. I can't go to work, so yeah. I guess it's just I gotta bite it. I guess. I mean, I save most of my money anyways. So, but I was expecting these checks to come through, but they're not. So that's nice.
I mean, I'm still in a job right now, but the only downside is I've been exposed to pretty much everybody in Tipton County in the last,
fucked.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you wear gloves?
Yeah, I wear gloves.
I was about to say.
I'm somewhat cautious about this shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah, you probably should wear gloves in that field, because, let's see. I think the live chat. One second, let me fix the live chat real quick. No, mine. Well, I mean, I told you mine. Someone in my house. It's not okay. Here's the thing about the whole virus thing right now, right? So at least this is what it's like here in Indiana. Is if let's make that live chat. So how I interpreted it is that you can't just go in and get a test anytime you want. Like, it doesn't work that way. They won't accept it. Basically, for them to give you a test, you have to be like on your fucking deathbed. Like, you have to have like 104-degree temp. You have to be dying for them to give you a test, which all I'm saying is, like, at that point, if your symptoms match and you're getting to that level, like, it's that, like, it's the COVID, So it's like, what's the point in even going in and getting a test? Well, here's the point. Here's the thing. That's like, confirmation.
You're about to die. Just stick the Q-tip up their nose, touches their brain and shit.
And this is what people have been saying. I'm not a fucking conspiracy guy. All right, I think this is a real fucking thing. But some people are saying, like, well, they're only testing the people who they know are most likely going to die, so that it can up the death toll number, which, in the grand scheme of things, you think that's the opposite of what they would want. They wouldn't want, that to be associated with the virus, because the whole purpose of the government is, like, they want to make it look like that they're doing something, great. Like, oh, people aren't dying here because we're prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want the death rate to be higher, but it's kind of seems that way because they only test people who are fucking dying, really, of it. I think it's really just to give them, like, to have a confirmation of why they died. It's like the thing if someone's suffering really bad Alzheimer's and then they develop, like, I don't know, fucking what's some random sickness, like the
fucking brain cancer.
Oh. Well, that's a little more serious. I was thinking more of like a common cold, and then they end up dying, and they're like, oh, well, it was the cold. I'm like, well, they also had fucking brain cancer and Alzheimer's. It wasn't just that. So yeah, but the cold was like the kicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what took them out. Oh, okay. I think that's what they're doing with
common cold is the straw that broke the camel's back. All right, I see.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to with this virus is, like, it's kind of the one that will end your shit if you're already in a bad spot. So it's like, but yeah, to get tested here, you can't just go in and get a test. Like, the thing that, like, my mom still has to go to work, even though they told us it's to assume to go about it as if it is a confirmed case, even though it's not, right? But my mom doesn't have it, I don't think. She's not the one with it, it's someone else. But my mom still has to go to work, and the bullshit her company is doing right now is they're like, well, since it's not a technically tested confirmed case, we can't let you go on paid leave due to this. Like, they're still making her come to work, and, like, if you take these days off to quarantine or whatever, it's as vacation. It's not paid leave, if you know what I mean. So they're not seeing it stupid. Yeah, exactly. They're not seeing it as like that there's a possibility that she could come in contact with it, don't show up. They're ignoring that.
She should just fucking show up one day and cough on everybody.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
Her boss dead in the eyes, say, that's on you.
Yeah, no, that's basically how it's going right now.
It's gonna basically be fucking bio warfare if they make her come into work.
Yeah, and they're not doing anything about it. They're just like, well, since you don't technically have a confirmed thing, we can't verify or whatever the fuck the reason is. You know what I mean?
I think
So
if there's
even though we have
out,
we have two doctors that can say like, yeah, this matches. You shouldn't be here, like type shit. That's why I'm not in work right now, is because I don't want to put anybody at risk if I'm at risk. You know what I'm saying? So I just took
yeah,
off to be safe. I didn't technically have to, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Or sometime a week, well, how's your family doing? Like, well, so and so has fucking COVID symptoms. Like, oh, word, why are you here? And then I get fired. You know what I mean? So
you're fired for infecting our workplace.
exactly, and I work in the food industry too, which is not good. The only fucking restaurant that's still open. So it's like it wouldn't be good. It would not be a good thing. So I'm out
Wouldn't be a
until
good
further
look.
notice.
You're
Yeah.
already in competition with another pizza place. You don't need to add that onto it.
Yeah, I mean Pizza Huts are only because they deliver still, I think, but we do delivery and carry out. So we're still. I mean, we've been busy as fuck during this thing. We're like, oh, it's probably gonna die. It's probably it's probably gonna die down because people aren't going out, dude. The first week they put in this like orange level traffic thing, which is basically you can only leave your house to get groceries, medical attention, shit like that. Dog, no one gave a fuck. They said fuck that rule. Like fuck the government. We're going out and doing whatever the fuck we want. Like they did not care. We were busy as shit. There's people walking down the streets. No one cared at all.
Oh yeah,
We've been busy as hell.
The first day that started, that was the most alive I've ever seen the people in this town in a minute.
I know, dude. It seems like everybody went outside. I'm like, are you fucking? Like, what are you guys doing?
Just fucking jogging, riding bikes, walking their pets.
And how many Snapchat stories I saw that was like, hit me up. Like, guy, did you not see what the fuck is going on? Oh, you're getting really bad echo. Try turning my audio down a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want it to just. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want it to echo in people's ears. But no, that's the thing. Like it. I mean, today.
How do I do that?
So you're gonna go to your user settings in the bottom left, and then go to audio, and then it should be the output volume. Bring that down a little bit. I think you had me at like 85 before.
No, I have it on 100, but
yeah, bring it down to like 80 probably.
Yeah, I got it at 85 right now.
All right.
That better?
It's a little bit. No, that's good. That's good. I'll try not to get. I was a little loud at the moment too. So, but no. I mean, today was a nice day, so I understand why people were out. This whole thing is like, as long as you're 6 feet away, which I still, like, I'm not going outside of my yard personally. I'm not going anywhere. But no, it just seemed like that first week no one gave a shit. Like we were busy as hell, people coming in and out like nothing. I'm like, guys, do you not know what the fuck is going on? Like y'all are not supposed to be out.
Just don't give a shit.
Like I had Taco Bell yesterday. That's the first time I've had like anything other than food from where I work in my house in like 4 weeks. Cause I'm not going anywhere. I'm not one of these momos who's like, oh, everything's shut down. There's a virus out there. Let's go get some McDonald's. Like no, I'm not. I don't. I'm like, if they're telling me to stay inside, I'm gonna stay the fuck inside. I don't give a shit what your thing is on the government.
School for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like my online school it's pretty chill. But no, there's this bullshit with my online school though. My professor's email doesn't work, so I'm trying to send him my assignments, right? Well, he never got them. So then he sent me a thing like, if you don't respond or say something in this class, you will be, kicked out of it. And then I'm like, how do I get a hold of my teacher? Because the only thing we have is his email and it's wrong. So I replied to that message in Canvas, which is the online school website. And I'm like, your email doesn't work. I can't send you messages or anything. And everyone else was saying the same shit. And he's just like, oh, well, just reply with your homework in this tab. I'm like, okay, but your email doesn't work. Like that's like, I can turn in my homework here, but we can't contact you. Like that's the problem.
Yeah, it's sort of a vital point.
It's a fucking mess, dude. It really is. Like my class is chill, but I've heard nightmares. Is the stream still up? I just closed out the
Yeah, the stream's still up.
Is it? Okay. Well, I just closed out the live stream itself. It says it's still good, but let me go back to it real quick. See, if this was the new YouTube live setup, it would have shut the stream down, probably. No, like, cause I have the dashboard thing open in the app, and I accidentally closed the wrong tab, and I closed the whole thing down. Live dashboard. Okay, we're back. Okay, everything's good. All right, but I thought for a second I just closed it. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah. God damn it. But it's, I don't know, it's wild.
Yeah, like I'm checking Instagram and everybody's just like bawling their eyes out on just like, oh my god, I can't believe my school year's ending like this. And it's like, you are the same people who would come into school with your fucking pajamas on, sleep through half the day, then complain about how much you hate school.
Fuck school, man. I fuck teachers too, man. This dude's stupid. I don't need this, man.
Man, Where's I didn't study for this quiz. I didn't study for the test. I'm gonna fail.
Where's that energy at? Where's y'all got to keep the same fucking energy. Y'all can't be bitching about, oh, I'm not gonna be able to graduate. Like, first off, let's be real. Half of y'all wasn't gonna graduate anyways. Second, y'all always bitched about class. I don't know. I was never a person who bitched about school. Like, I didn't care. I'm like, whatever. Just show up. Do what you're supposed to do. Like, this is my philosophy about it is, if you're pretty much forced to do something, if you just stop bitching about it all the time and you just at least try to enjoy it or just accept it and not focus about bitching about it 24/7 and just accept what's going on, it might not be that bad of an experience, you know? Look, I had a pretty rough freshman year. After that, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I got 3 years left. I'm just going to try to enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it for some parts. I mean, well, there were some parts I really did enjoy. You know what I'm talking about. But, like, it's just whatever, dude. Like, free bow. God, the only reason I haven't fucking explained, like, the only reason I haven't made a video explaining that story is because I don't want to dox Bo. Like, I don't want to say his full name, but, like,
man, he's already on funny. A fucking sex offenders registry.
Look, I know, but like,
it's basically public knowledge.
It's more the thing with like like, I don't want to put our school out to the public and whatnot because it's smaller. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true.
But it's only funny though if you like understand what's going on. And it was so funny because I was talking to my coworkers the other day, and they were talking about that story, and they were talking about the memes. I'm like, you know who made those? Most of them. Oh shit. And then someone was there like, wait, you made a lot of those? I'm like, well, some of them. Which ones did you see? And there was like the Bill Clinton one, which is a favorite among many.
Bro, and that one blew up.
That one really did.
It was like,
the fucking principal had to come into my class and say, like, whoever's making memes, stop. Like,
bro, that shit blew up on my meme account too. Like, you sent it to me. God, that shit
was so funny.
I uploaded it, and then a bunch of people were sharing it from my account, and then even more people got it from Kyle. Well, no, I got the most views. Kyle got the second most.
Yeah, because it got taken down on mine, didn't it? If I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
Or my account got deleted. So I was just sending all my shit to you guys. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Why ain't you been on Xbox,
it's still up, actually. I got to scroll all the way back. Yep, it's still up.
Is it? Oh my god. I said I had those memes somewhere. I have like a folder of all of our high school memes. That's the thing. No one will understand what the fuck is going on. But like, I have all of them, dude. Like all the Brett memes we had.
Oh my god, the fucking Brett memes.
The funniest part, no one's gonna understand what the fuck we're talking about. I'm sorry, but the Ryan shit though. The funniest part was the guy who made most of the memes didn't even go to our school.
He thought it was me. He thought it was me just because he had the same name. It's like, no, there's more than one fucking Zach out there.
Yep.
Like, Jesus
they
Christ.
All blamed it on you, and I'm like, it's not the same Zach, it's a different one.
It's like, sure, I was no saint to him either, but no. I'm not resorting to fucking meme warfare. Like, Jesus Christ, give me some credit.
Whoa, wait a minute. YouTube. Whoa. It's trying to filter right now, boy. This is a no filter channel. It just held this comment for review here. I can't read the comment, but Zach, if you would like to on the live stream.
My nigga, make a fucking Discord.
YouTube held that for review. It's
Mordecai,
like, do you want to make this?
Hey, Mordecai, I know your simp ass ain't talking shit, saying nigga and shit.
I had
Bro,
like,
you even
I had like
no,
5
you
comments.
Shut the fuck up.
I had like 5 comments saying, so what Mordecai is? I'm like, I guess. But no, Daniel, you need to. This sounds really gay. I'm sorry, everybody, but Daniel, you need to get on Minecraft again, my guy. All I've been doing is lifting weights and playing Minecraft in my free time. That's what my fucking quarantine has been. So, you need to get back on again. Anyways, like we were saying,
I can safely say I haven't touched Minecraft so far, although I have gotten back in the DC universe. Not my proudest moment.
Listen, man. This is the thing about Minecraft. Like I played it ever since it came out. Look, you can call it gay all you want, but the shit when you have nothing else to do and you just have time to spend, it's a great fucking game. Like I'm sitting here, I can play this. It's like one of the only games I can sit down and just play for like 10 hours straight. Like not many games I can do that with. Minecraft I can't. So
actually,
Mordecai, I do have a Discord, but I don't make the server. I mean, the server was public at one point, but I don't really make it. One because well, now I have free time, but most of the time I don't have free time to like talk in there or anything, and I don't think I'm like important to the point where it's important to have one. And we also had some pretty wild shit go on in it that I just don't want to deal with. It's pretty much only for close friends who I don't ever see. But I'm trying to, I don't know. I might make my Instagram public at some point just so I could chill, like talk with other people. But I've always had this thing interacting with fans, like on stream I'll do it, but like outside of YouTube, I feel like sometimes it gets to a point where I've had this happen before on my other channel where some people they'll get like really into it almost, you know what I mean? And not like to a weird point, but it's almost like way too close of a relationship for just a viewer, you know what I mean? Like so I don't know. I'm not saying I don't want to be like cool with all my viewers. Like y'all, you know, obviously I fucking appreciate you if you're out here watching this shit. You're being a real man, a real beefcake, testosterone filled alpha male if you're watching this shit. But like some weird shit has happened in the past, so I don't really make shit like that public, if you know what I'm saying. So, but all on here, it's all cool. You know what I mean?
So we were talking about our fucking quarantine grinds.
That's my man right there. Jaden just dropped the real definition of a simp right there. That's what I like to. That's what I like to see. I want that fucking term to be used in the Urban Dictionary. If my term can be used.
Actually, I'm gonna drop some knowledge right now. Simp is actually an acronym.
I don't know what an acronym is, so enlighten me.
Hold up. Watch the chat real quick. Watch the chat.
Yeah. How in the fuck, dude? I don't know. I wondered the same shit. I really did. For such a small, this is the thing. This is my second channel. I've had other ones in the past that have done better than this one. I wondered the same thing, my guy. I don't know. I'm like, dog, my shit isn't even that great. Like, like it's not to that point. But no, it has happened.
Bask in my wisdom, everybody. I've just enlightened you to what simp actually is.
Wait, what was the S?
Wait, did you not see it?
Well, the S is simp, but I thought you couldn't use an acronym with the acronym in the acronym.
No, it's not. Simp doesn't stand. The S doesn't stand for simp.
What does it stand for?
Wait, can you not? Are you not looking at the chat right now?
No, I am. Yeah, no. It says simp, and then Jaden said something, and this guy said Indiana, which hell yeah, you know where we're from, Indy. That's what I'm talking about. Represent.
Oh, bro, I just saw. I'm looking at the chat right now because I'm watching the live stream.
Yeah.
It only shows
idolizing mediocre pussy, and it's true.
My fourth one didn't show up.
Switch it. See if you can switch it to. No, it doesn't give you that option. It gives me the option. There's a thing called live chat and then top chat. I don't know what it is in the stream. I can't read that, but
no, like
it's different order if you switch them.
So the S stands for sucker.
Oh, okay. Suckers idolize mediocre pussy. It's true.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying simp. Dog. Hey, that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to educate. We're trying to educate the mass public on the real terminology. I got more shit. If y'all got any words you want that need a real meaning to, I got it. I got the hookup. Like we got, we got it.
Is this a good segue into the iDub shit?
An excellent one. Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot.
Since everybody and their fucking brothers talking about this shit, since we can't go outside.
Yeah, we got nothing else to do. So, no, okay, so the thing with iDubbbz, look, making jokes about him being a simp is cool. Whatever. I think I've used them. I've said it before. Who gives a fuck? It's just funny. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be true for it to be funny. But here's the thing. This is what I don't get. Some people are really upset by it because I understand why people are upset. This is why I think a lot of people are upset, especially fans. They're looking at it like, okay, here's iDubbbz. He is becoming somebody who he would have made fun of years before. Like his character would have made fun of, right? Which is I agree. I do partially agree to that point. But here's what I have to say to counter that. People change. People grow older. They change. Like he's successful now. Like he's taken a break from YouTube for the most part, as we can see. He hasn't been as active. He's been playing with squirrels or whatever the fuck videos he makes now. Like, dude has grown up. Is like we're past that point. He might have changed. You know what I mean? He still has his character, but people can change. You know what I'm saying? Like I look back at some of my shit I made in like 2014, 2015, and I'm like, I'm not really that same person anymore. I understand why I felt that was funny back then, but people change. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you can't criticize him for this reason. You can.
Well, that was one of the major points in his. That was one of the major points in his content cop against Rice Gum is that he hadn't changed as a person, but he claimed he had.
Yeah. So I get that part.
Shit.
I don't know what I just did, but yeah, it's like and my thing about putting. Hold on, I gotta answer the chat real quick. My cousin asked, "Are you still thinking about putting your videos on Pornhub?" We had this conversation. It might not be a bad idea. Hear me out. It might not be a bad idea. I might do it, especially because I'm 18 now. I'm considering it still. We're still thinking about it.
Was that Pornhub money something different or something?
Well, first off, yes, the ad rates are better. Not gonna lie. I gotta turn this filter thing off. It's making me. It's every single comment. It's saying, I gotta filter it. Anyways, back to iDubbbz. Okay, so here's my thing with it. I can criticize him for this. Anyone can criticize him for him dating this girl. Really, all in all, though, do you have to care about it that much? You know what I mean? Like, it's his relationship. No, like I said, you can criticize him dating an e-girl. And this is just how I look at it. This is how I look at the world right here. I'm going to give you some knowledge. All right, so my thing is, right, kind of forgot what the fuck I was saying once. No, but, like, how I look at it is, I personally wouldn't date someone like that. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to hate on somebody who would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have a certain standard for girls that I'm attracted to. Everyone has certain standards, right? And we're kind of coming up, there's part of our culture that's leaning towards, oh, you shouldn't have standards, you should love people for who they are. Whatever the fuck. We don't listen to that bullshit here. But what we do listen to is like, listen, I wouldn't date a girl who sells her nudes like that onto the internet. Like, personally, that wouldn't that's something that would turn me away. You know what I mean? Same with, for me personally, like girls who smoke. Like, that's something I'm just like, eh. The difference is, like, for me at least, say if a girl used to smoke but changed her ways and now she doesn't, now she's more active, she's, doesn't do it anymore, she doesn't hang around people who do, and I see that change, I'd be attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? So if iDubbbz doesn't care that his girlfriend's doing this and they're raking in that money, because it's good fucking money, let's be real. She made bank off that shit, right? If he's okay with that happening,
she's not even posting. She's not even doing
not even fucking nudes. You know what I mean?
She's not even spreading the lips either. She's posting like it's a fucking second Instagram or something.
But yeah, it's like, first off, why the fuck are people paying for it? It's not. I don't think she's the prettiest broad out there.
Look, more wisdom for everybody. Simps are a profitable people.
That's
You can make
that's
lots
what
of
I'm
money off
talking
of
about.
simps if that's your fan base.
Exactly. That's why I don't get why people are calling iDubbbz a simp. He is, if anything, he's a pimp. Literally, he's using his girlfriend's body to rake and fucking bank. That is like the definition of pimping.
Yeah.
Like that's the definition of pimping. So I get it as a joke, but like if people are actually mad at him and calling him a simp, you're wrong. You're simply wrong. Like you're wrong. You're incorrect. That's not
Like
what he is.
another
So
thing that's getting just like swept under the rug during all this thing, I wouldn't be mad so much at iDubbbz for his girlfriend, putting her boob job and shit on the internet. So much as, evidence has come out in the last few days that she's sort of a shitty
she's a
fucking
bitch.
person.
No.
Yeah.
I've not talked to personally,
She
but
thinks that the Holocaust was actually good because it gave light to some medical advancements or something.
remember cutting
That's
twin
bullshit,
boys,
by the way.
little twin boys' balls off for medical advancements is a good thing. That's what she said.
Don't forget giving them frostbite and then throwing them in boiling water.
Yeah. No, I've
medical advancements.
I know people who have had interactions with her, and they said, yeah, she's a bitch. That's the thing about it is like, I wouldn't get mad at iDubbbz if anything. I'd get mad at her because she's, from what I've heard, again, I don't know the broad personally. She comes off as a complete bitch. Like, so you can get mad at her for that shit.
Even to that extent, though, I say like if iDubbbz wants to date that,
that's his choice,
just
and
fucking let him.
That's what I'm saying too. Because
I look at it as like
too.
If one of my friends came back, say we were all chilling at his place, and he came in and said, yeah, "I'm dating this girl," and I fucking hated her because of interactions I personally have had with her. I'm not gonna stand up on the table and start yelling objection. Start listing off reasons why he should dump her right then and there, and I should get to go Adam Vinatieri on her ass, kick her out. No, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and just not interact with her.
Yeah, just let them be them, unless shit changes your relationship,
I'm not gonna
with
start
your friend,
screaming for demanding her head or something.
No.
Justice.
No, that's the thing is like, and I kind of looked at it like this. I mean, the people who I know who know of someone who's talked to her, it was not a character interaction because when you're on a live stream, you put on a character. Like when you're in entertainment, that's just what you do. Like my whole character is I'm like the biggest wigger with like an heavy East Coast accent and slang. Like that's my whole character because people find that funny. So that's what I do. Her thing is being a bitch, but so like I always kind of looked at it. Well, iDubbbz's whole thing was being a massive douchebag. So I'm like, they almost kind of fit perfectly together. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both pretty shit people. Not saying they're shit people like real shit people, but their personalities that they put on the internet, they're shitty people. So I'm like, hey, they fit together pretty well. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about like with his girlfriend is, if anything, people should just be mad at her, not iDubbbz, because one, she's a hypocrite because she did go on a tirade not like a year ago, something like that, talking shit to girls who booby streamers on Twitch and whatnot. And she's a fucking hypocrite because that's what she's doing now. You know what I mean? If anything, be mad at her. Don't be mad at iDubbbz. You know what I mean? You could say, well, control your girl, But, he's letting her do what she wants, which, is that healthy? Yeah. But could it tamper their relationship? None of our fucking business. So it's like, whatever. At the end of the day, you can make jokes about it. You can shit talk. If anything, shit talk her because she is a hypocrite, and from what I've seen, a pretty bad person. So it's like,
do you also see that people are telling iDubbbz that one of her subscribers on her OnlyFans might possibly steal her. She might cheat on someone who's sub to her OnlyFans.
No one would do that. Oh, I heard about that too.
No one who can steal someone's girl is getting an OnlyFans.
Nobody. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't get
There is no one,
and I'm not buying OnlyFans accounts. No. Dog, no fucking way. This is iDubbbz we're talking about.
Someone's girl right like that. You don't need an OnlyFans.
People who buy OnlyFans are not capable of stealing a girl of her profile. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
Like that's not a
They
thing.
probably
Thanks
bust
for
a nut
coming
if
out,
a girl
Mordecai.
rubs against their hand.
Yeah, exactly. They cream their pants if a girl accidentally touches them on the leg. Like like these are people that could steal iDubbbz's girlfriend. You know who iDubbbz is? Pretty high profile guy. Like that wouldn't happen. So no, that's all I got to say on that subject really. I mean, it's just the simping thing, simply not true. He's simply pimping if you ask me. You know. That's just what it is. So but yeah, I mean that's all I really got on that one.
Weren't we also talking about like California girls versus Midwest?
Oh, we want to talk about that on stream? I guess yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can't. Might as well.
Oh my god, Mordecai, what the fuck?
What?
I guess they're talking about it in the chat. If you'd call a girl a bitch. Here's my thing. It's like jokingly humor. I mean, I don't know if this is just like a more street kind of hip hop culture type thing. You call girls bitches. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? But it's not like you have any umph behind it. Like I'm not calling them like, oh, stupid whore, bitch. Like that's not how I say it. Like if I call a broad like a bitch or something like that, I don't have, unless I'm really talking about a bitch. You know what I mean? But like that's why some people get offended when I say broad. Like I had a comment saying like you shouldn't call girls broads. I'm like, that's not an insult. Like on the East Coast, that's what you call girls, broads. Like it's the guy equivalent for broads. For girls. I said it again. But again, that's part of my act though, is
I had
using
to think
that
about
kind of
that for a second.
terminology.
It didn't click in my head for a minute.
Yeah, so I don't know. If you call a girl, no, you shouldn't call girls bitches unless you're joking around or they're an actual bitch.
Yo, what's up,
So-
bitch?
Yeah,
what
it do, bitch? What's happening?
Just hit him with that Kawhi Leonard shit. What it do, baby?
Yeah, what it do, baby? Yeah. So that's what you got to do. No, you probably get a sexual assault trial for saying that.
Fuck am I gonna do? Slide in the fucking DMs with that video?
Hey, I've thought about it.
Oh
I've considered it. Hey,
not,
what it do,
not
baby?
even trying to hit a successful shot. Just
throwing it out there. None of them will get it though. No broads here watch basketball.
All right, look, I guarantee you half the people that were making memes about that shit didn't even know
who the fuck Kawhi was. Yeah. No, I don't understand this. All right, I don't know if you've noticed this too. Indiana, we're supposedly we're a basketball state. I don't know anyone around here other than us two that actually really pay attention to basketball. Like everyone's into football. Like I don't know many people who are actually into basketball, at least in my circle that I come around.
The funny thing is, everybody who's heavy into basketball around here, I actually don't like them.
Right, because I don't run into many people who I can just talk to basketball. I mean, Adam, I can. He follows basketball. He's an OKC fan, which is whatever.
Tough.
But at least it's not a Lakers fan.
Well, it's not tough really. So because they're.
I just feel bad for them.
Team.
Yeah, they're good. I like Chris Paul. The OKC though, I'm sorry. Your whole. I'm sorry, the OKC, your management or whatever the fuck you had going on where you passed up 3 MVPs and didn't get a fucking ring. That's all I'm saying. I feel bad.
I'm gonna do this shit again. I'm gonna read off all the fucking names from memory.
There's no reason they shouldn't have won. I'm sorry.
Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Jeremy Lamb, Dion Waiters, Derek Fisher. These are all people
they had Sabonis
that come
too
through that fucking franchise and no ring to show for it.
And this was at a time that was before LeBron hit the Lakers too. Like Lakers were going through a weak point around then. So the West their competitors at the time. I mean, they had Kawhi Leonard was still on the Spurs, I believe, when KD and all them were still on there, right? That's the 2014-2015 season, I think. Or was that
2014-20?
Or was that 20?
Are you talking?
Well, I'm talking about when KD was on there.
KD, his last season was 2015-2016.
Well, I'm thinking because around that time, I mean, the West wasn't weak. It's never really been weak, but the Lakers weren't super powerhouse around then either.
But they started the last time they made the playoffs before this season was back in like I think 2013 because that was when they had Dwight Howard the first time. They
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Steve Nash's corpse, more like
Yeah, what's left
Pau
of him.
Gasol.
It's like Shaq on the
They
on
had
the Celtics. It's like, yeah,
oh
it's
my
there,
god,
but not. I
like
forgot he played on the Celtics.
Allen Iverson on the fucking
I
grid.
didn't even know that forever because I saw a picture of him. Like, that's fake. No, it
Nope.
was legit. I'm like, oh, word? I didn't know he was on there.
No,
I
it
didn't
was
know
like
Melo
it
was
was
on the Nuggets either. I guess
that
I
bro.
almost just
That's
saw
where he
him on the
started.
Knicks. Yeah. I found that out. I don't know. I guess I thought he was always on the Knicks.
Yeah.
Sadly, he wasted. I watched it, dude. I watched that. The NBA posted the game where he dropped. Was it 52 or something like that? Or six? It was a
Yeah.
60. No, it was a 60-point game. He had Madison Square Garden. I watched that, dude. I'm like, he wasted his potential there. Really, that's the thing about New
Yeah,
York, man.
he
It
was money
sucks all the
chasing.
life out of you.
Like
And
he actually had two different opportunities to join a better team, but he passed it up just to get paid.
that's the thing with the Knicks, dude. Is like, it doesn't matter how many good players they
Well,
have. They just
I actually shouldn't say just to get paid. That's actually it's a
no. He
decent
wanted to
reason,
be.
but
He
it's like
wanted
you
to
gotta weigh
be
what's more
the
important to you,
guy.
like your
You
money
know.
or your legacy.
And the thing is, they don't even really respect him that much. I'm like, this guy
Yeah, that's
played
true.
his whole prime there. He fucking lifted you guys, not really from the grave because they never really got out of it. But they had that 150 win season.
They were relevant.
Yeah, they were still like decent, mediocre, but like that's the thing. That's why I just don't. I don't know with the Knicks, man. They're just. It's just there's no point in going there because no matter how good you are, you can't carry them to a fucking playoffs. The managers won't let you. It's like they don't want their team to win. They
Fucking
really don't.
James Dolan. You say one bad word about him, and he's probably
You're
banning
out.
you from Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it was just that was.
I guarantee that somehow he's gonna find this fucking live stream and see that I brought his name up. He's probably in the process of banning us from SM or
I'd
MSG.
love to have a conversation with him. I would. I'd be like, hey,
Yo, James Dolan, if your ass is in here, then I got a few first off.
how do you fuck up the most
Fucking
profitable
Corona, bitch.
franchise in 20 years? How do you fuck that up?
In
How?
20 years, you have done nothing except drive the Knicks further into mediocrity than they already were. And I don't know how the hell you do that, so it's impressive in a way.
It really is.
Second off, you've alienated a lot of your fucking fan base. Like, how the fuck do you get Spike Lee to stop going
The
to
guy's
your
been
fucking
going to your
games?
games for
That
like
is pathetic.
28 years consecutively, and he doesn't want to come anymore.
This man has dropped millions and millions of dollars on your pathetic ass team, and he's outright saying, "I wasted my money."
Yeah, that's just it's a fucking joke. But I was
At this
also
point, he's pretty much a minority owner of the Knicks. The amount of games he's gone to.
He should be. Spike Lee should own the fucking team. I honestly think he could do a not a great job, but probably better than fucking Isaiah Thomas could do. Like,
It's
no
not
doubt.
very hard to be better than fucking James Dolan at owning this team.
That's the thing, dude. They haven't had they had Isaiah Thomas. I mean, he was a basketball player, but we found out his IQ wasn't too high in basketball because he fumbled that
Not
fucking
coaching wise.
not coaching.
Jesus Christ, his time coaching, or
He
what
wasn't.
Was he was a coach.
Yeah.
But he was a general manager. Of
GM.
the Knicks,
He was a GM. I believe. Yeah, for a while.
He was the coach of the Indiana Pacers at one point.
Was he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Let me see. I think there was like
I didn't know.
2002 or something.
Fuck. What's his name? Who's the guy at the Bulls dynasty? Who's the coach for that? It's I'm spacing on his name right now. Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember when he was like president
Dude,
of basketball operations.
I didn't know that he had 16 years of coaching, and his team none of his teams ever lost 6 consecutive games in 16 years until the Lakers did it in 06.
Bro, he was like the best basketball.
He's the best fucking coach ever.
He is the greatest basketball coach of all time.
Coach the fucking, fucking Bulls dynasty, Kobe and Shaq. Like, shit.
Yeah,
This guy had it. He has the resume. He should.
Isaiah Thomas was the Pacers coach from 2000 to 2003.
Really?
So
damn.
So he actually got them to the finals.
Somehow. Well, that was also our team was pretty good. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
this is the thing about the Pacers. We've always been a good team, but not great. Like we've always been
Oh wait.
good enough. We've had
Nope.
great seasons.
Nope. Never mind.
But
These were actually years where we lost in the first round.
oh, well, yeah, that sounds more like him. But
Never mind. It was probably like nine. Let me look up when the Pacers were in the final.
wasn't that
Was it like 99 or something?
well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Well, wasn't 99 the year of
You-
52
It was
game year?
2000. It was 2000
Was it
finals.
2000? Okay, 99 2000.
So basically
Okay,
the
yeah,
year
yeah.
after they hired him,
Yeah, and then we went. I mean, we were playoffs every fucking year, pretty
or the
much. Well,
season after.
after 03, because we had the whole thing with the Pistons in 04, 05. And that's the thing. We used to be this is my critique right now. I have to say with Nate McMillan as our coach. All right,
Oh, I'm about to go off on that.
what I've noticed and what I think is our biggest problem is we are playing like it's the early 2000s. We're not in the Curry age yet. We're not in the Curry age yet. We have shooters. We have Victor Oladipo. Well, Lamb is out now. That's the thing. We have a curse with our 3-point shooters. They keep getting fucking injured, and then our backcourt for 3-pointers haven't had the experience. Well, I mean, experience you could, but they haven't had the forefront. Like Lamb he's never been a starter really, and then so he had with him, and I mean we picked up McDermott's are pretty good on, if he needs to come off the bench and shoot, he's pretty good. Not enough to carry a fucking league. And we picked up what's his name? Malcolm.
Justin Holiday.
Holiday's good too. That's the thing. We do have the shooting thing. We just don't have the same play. We haven't adjusted our play style to the new league.
I'm gonna read off the fucking roster.
Victor
Oladipo,
yeah, we just
good
play.
shooter.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon shot 50, 40, 90 last season. Miles Turner, capable shooter. TJ Warren, good shooter. Aaron Holiday, good shooter. Doug McDermott, fucking sniper. Jeremy Lamb, good shooter. Justin Holiday, sniper. Like,
I feel like if we adjusted our play style to current standards,
only two guys.
We would be
two guys that aren't good shooters in the main rotation. That's TJ McConnell and Sabonis.
And that's the thing. Sabonis, not a fucking shooter. First off, he's a center, and he's a great one at that. And then McConnell, what's his steal? Dude, I swear that guy has like so many fucking steals. Like, the guy gets like 2 to 3 steals a game. Like when they put him in, he balls.
Fucking energizer.
He fucking balls out.
Yeah. I swear he does like 3 lines.
Dog, that's why I love McConnell. It's like, no, he's not the greatest on the team, but every time that guy's on the court, he plays his fucking heart out, and that's why I love him. I'm like, this guy doesn't even have to play great. He has the energy. He has the ambition. He's always getting in there, getting the ball. He's always trying to shoot.
He's actually averaging 5 assists off the bench. Yeah, I figured.
And he plays like what, 20, 25 minutes a game? Like, I don't think he ever gets. Yeah, I don't think he ever gets over 20. So that's the thing. We have a pretty deep, like, we're a great team, all around team. I'd say it's just we just play like we're in the early 2000s.
Like, and consistently, we've always been like one of the better defensive teams in the league. Last year, we were the best defensive team in the league.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We're towards the bottom. We're towards the bottom in 3-point attempts every fucking time.
Yeah, we're like, I think we're one of the lowest, if not the lowest. No, but I think we're definitely like 23rd or something like that.
We're last in 3-point attempts. We're first in 2-pointers and first in mid-range. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's our thing. We just
play
out of dated.
Fucking
that's why I'm kind of like Nate McMillan as a player. He was a great player. I think he can be a good coach. He's just out of date. He's too behind. Like,
he's out of touch.
Yeah. Like we need. For us to be able to be that fucking finals contender we were back then, we need to adjust to the game style.
There's only so many fucking fourth quarter collapses I can watch without eventually turning to the coach and saying, like, what the fuck are you telling your players?
Yeah, every team is getting to that point now.
Drawing up?
And when every team comes to Bakersfield, they're like, all right, if we're not ahead in the fourth quarter, set up those fucking perimeter shots, set up those 3-pointers. and then they kill us because we just can't keep up because we're not shooting fucking threes. Like
the
every
game
team
I
has
was
that
at,
now.
I was at the first Mavericks game, and that's
Zach,
the
we
only.
went to that one,
Oh
didn't
wait,
we?
we both went.
So yeah, we
I
went
forgot
there
we both
together.
went. But yeah, like the entire
Yeah.
time, it's like we just could not guard the fucking threes. We
Well, it's
locked
also
down.
Porzingis shooting them.
I looked
He's
at the
fucking,
after the game stats.
7-3.
We locked down everything inside the arc, but outside the arc was the fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
It broke us.
We're playing the almost the exact same as we were back in the early 2000s, and the game has changed. It's the Curry age. It's the age of 3-pointers, and we just can't adjust to shooting them first off. And I think our defense on the perimeter could be better. I really do, because I feel like sometimes we're very focused on the paint. That's the thing.
We give up too many threes.
Yeah, we have the paint locked down, but when the league is normalizing to the point where everyone's just pulling fucking threes now, protecting the paint ain't doing shit if they're gonna be one ahead of us every single time because they're shooting 3 and we're making 2. So.
And I already know some people are gonna bring up the Bucks, like saying that they choose to lock down everything except for the 3-point line. Well, they also have a guy named Giannis.
They have a guy called they have a guy called Giannis, and yeah, good luck stopping his ass in the paint.
There's a fundamental difference there between having an MVP candidate on your team and having a couple all-stars, like mid-level all-stars on your team.
I feel like with a couple years, like if we keep the core group for like another year or two, and they really get comfortable together and they get a flow on, I think we could be a second-round playoff contender, like a strong one at that. If we get our shit together first off, and everyone flows well, and we at least attempt the fucking 3-pointers, we could be again. But I don't know.
Like hell, even fucking Giannis is attempting fucking 3-pointers, and he's
the
last
developing
guy
a
in the
3
league
now.
that needs to.
And I guess Turner is he's shooting 3s now, which is good, but he's not a Giannis, so it's different. But no, yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying I want the Pacers to go full Houston Rockets or anything. And
no, I definitely don't.
Fuck the mid range, only shoot 3s and layups and shit. No, but
because then we'll get murdered like a team like the Bucks.
Just fucking use them, especially Doug McDermott. Like, god damn, run some more plays.
He's a great shoot, dude. That guy off the bench. I mean, I remember the first game I watched with him in. He came in and dropped it was like a 5 for 8 in like 6 minutes or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this guy not out here? Like, he's a great pop-up shooter, but he's not used to being in the game too long. He's like a 10-minute less shooter.
They use him as a fucking like decoy.
Yeah, he's like a quick.
That guy can shoot 3, guard him. But they're not actually going to try and get him the shot most of the time.
Yeah, I feel like if he really got a lot more game time and he got more comfortable with it, he could be, I mean, a good backcourt 3 shooter. So
I mean, I know one weakness he has is he's not the best defender.
No.
But besides that, just his off the dribble 3 ability alone should somewhat make up for it. And if we're
he can pull up
that good a defensive team, like try and hide him or something.
Yeah, like he's got to be our wild card or something. Like we just got a guy who can pull up and just drop some fucking 3s real quick to either get us that enough lead to where we don't have to worry, or pull us up to close the gap up. Like just something like that. Because I feel like once we hit that fourth quarter, once that gap gets past 8, we're done. Like we just can't do anything about it.
My heart fucking drops every time it's the last 5 minutes of the game.
This thing, every time I come home from work and there's a Pacers game on, I always catch like the last 8 minutes. And if I pull up there and I see we're like there's a gap of like 6 or more, I'm like, uh-oh. This isn't good. And
it's rough. It really is.
I'm just I mean, we're still a decent team, but
it's like it's just not, knowing how much better we could be.
We could be, exactly. Like we have the potential to be an even better team. It's just and I always kind of wondered too, what happened in the 90s? I mean, well, the Bulls happened first off, but like even with Miller in there, like I wonder what their problem was back because we went to the finals a few times. I just won.
Once.
Well, okay.
We
No,
only
no, no,
went
no.
once.
I thought we've been in the finals 2 times.
That was ABA.
Oh fuck! From way back when. What was the
Yeah.
one we went? Where was the series Mouse at the Palace and we ended up beating the Pistons? Was that second round playoffs?
Oh,
Then?
that was a regular season game in 2005.
Was it?
That was the year after the Pistons.
Yeah, because
The Eastern Conference Finals, they beat the Pacers in 7 games.
Right.
And then went on to beat the Lakers.
See, I have my mid 2000s is really squabbled. I was thinking that game happened in a playoff series. That's why. I was thinking okay.
The story here, because the Pistons had already beaten the Pacers the year before in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then
it was rough.
By this point, the story goes like the Pacers were projected with the moves they had made to be the champions. They were projected to be better than even the San Antonio Spurs that year, who ended up winning the championship. So that suspension pretty much,
That's the thing, dude. Half our team was gone.
The Pistons ended up going to the finals again that year.
Yeah.
And we ended up fucking destroying them. And that's why they were they were pissed off, especially like Ben Wallace.
What did it do, beast mode?
We destroyed them.
Yeah, I remember that. And like half our fucking team was missing because they were all suspended. It was like Reggie Miller in our bench. Like that's all we had.
And that was Miller's last season too. So I'm just wondering, like,
that's the comment I was seeing. Yeah, is like if that hadn't really have happened and the rest of our team was there for those next 5 games, we probably could have gone. Like we could have made that last season something.
How would NBA history have turned out if Ron Artest had a normal person's brain?
I know. It was a great moment though, but sad. I watched that with joy, and I also watch it with sadness. Like, what could have happened, if that didn't occur? If we had reached that, like
sad times. It really is.
It's just I don't know.
Jokes are funny.
Yeah, no, it was a great time, but okay, listen though.
And
what were you saying?
At least the Pistons haven't been good.
They ain't been good. No. When was the last time they
their last star players have been the likes of let's see,
D-Rose,
Brandon Jennings, Josh Smith, Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond, and Reggie Jackson and Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Those have been their star players in the last few years.
Yeah. I feel like we kind of ended up winning that one, even though they got the actual championship. But I feel like we won the long war, the war, if you will say. They won the battle, we got the war.
I mean, after that, we went on to give LeBron a run for his money in the East.
Yeah.
A couple years. Roy Hibbert forgot how to play basketball. And the rest of our team got old. Yeah. And Danny Granger's knees just said, "Fuck you."
That's what I wonder with Paul George, man. If we had surrounded him with more, he did have a good supporting cast, but it's just like 14,
internal
15.
stuff. Like I said, Roy Hibbert forgot how to play basketball.
That's what I'm hoping doesn't happen with our team. Is like there just becomes like a gap in between. Some doesn't connect, and they just don't flow well together. That seems to be our problem.
Have you ever heard about Danny Granger? Like you watched that one video on him?
What happened to him? I know his name, but
like this dude was a fucking killer back in the day when we first had him. Like he was pretty much on pace to be like a multiple-time All-Star, All-NBA scorer, all that shit. He was like the perfect scorer, small forward. But his knees ended up fucking betraying him. Pretty damn fast.
We have Pacers are cursed with that shit. We are. I feel like I saw a comment on this one time is like, Reggie Miller never winning a championship with the Pacers forever cursed every shooter's knees on the Pacers from that point on. And I'm like, it's kind of true. It happens every fucking time. Like, Depot recently, Lamb's out now. It's like we can't keep a fucking healthy shooting team.
Fucking leg in half.
I think it's like a sign, like, hey, we need more shooters because if the one guy goes out, we're fucked. So it's like we
Bro,
need
but
better supporting.
like if
So
Danny Granger's knees didn't just deteriorate out of nowhere, honestly, I could say we might have gotten past LeBron. I'm not sure about beating the Spurs that year, though.
no, the Spurs were
That's a
really
toss up.
tough. Yeah, they're
Like, think
really
about
tough.
you then have a young Paul George. You got Roy Hibbert, while he's still a competent basketball player. You got a prime Danny Granger with normal knees,
Mm.
prime George Hill, David West in at the end of his prime, and then the rest of the team around him, like C.J. Watson, Louis
See, was
Scola,
Teague on
guys
that?
like
Teague
that.
was on that team, right?
Oh, Lance Stevenson too.
Stevenson,
How
yeah,
did I
Stevenson.
forget Lance Stevenson? Jeez.
So, well, I just played a simulated match of the 13-14 Pacers versus the 98-99 Knicks. So I kind of remember that lineup better now. But
But apparently, what ended up doing in the 13-14 season was when they traded Danny Granger for Evan Turner, because apparently, like, they looked at Danny Granger, even though he wasn't really a good player anymore, he was still like a locker room leader. And
yeah,
when they traded him for Evan Turner, the team just sort of fell apart internally. Like, they hated Evan Turner. Like, they hated the fucking sight of him.
it's gonna be the Jazz locker room when Rudy comes back. They're all gonna whoop his ass.
It's on site with Rudy Gobert.
I was like, it seems like every basketball player is learning how to fight. I'm like, these guys are all ready to kick his ass. They're gonna take that hard foul.
They're just ready to fucking backhand him. Just
Could you imagine
My
that they
bad,
get back in
my
the
bad.
league and everyone just kicks his ass every single game?
they're going, bro. I swear they're gonna try. They're all gonna try dunking on him.
They're gonna
And
posterize his ass.
his teammates are gonna hold his fucking arms back. Donovan Mitchell's just gonna hop on his back so he can't really get up there to contest.
Oh God, probably. They're gonna make Zion run through him.
Oh my god! Everybody just clears the lane, shoves Gobert. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" Just Zion.
You're done at that point, dude. If I saw Zion coming towards me, I'm moving out of the way. I'm not fucking with that dude.
I'm looking towards the heavens and praying for forgiveness.
Hoping I don't get squashed like a fucking little bug.
Fucking hell, I got hiccups again. Shit. This is the third time today.
Dude, no fucking NBA or MLB though. Guess what I was watching last night? 2019 ping pong championship. You know how bad it has to get to where a man has to watch ping pong? It gets pretty bad because I've watched all the throwback games the NBA has posted. I watched all the MLB highlights from last season. I got nothing now. It's fucking ping pong.
Bro, you know how I was trying to take a break from 2K nowadays? It's gotten to the point where I'm just casually doing fucking spin jump shots in the park, and I'm fucking greening them. Like, I can do spin jumpers with consistency now.
I think I got like 3 greens in the 2 hours I was playing that game. I have much practice to do. I only have it for a month though because I got the Game Pass or whatever it is for my brother. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just use it too. But no, I don't know. I'm trying to, like I told you earlier, I'm trying to find a basket to make like a homemade basketball goal outside, so I can just at least work on my my shooting formation. So
look, I ended up clipping this shit. Look, this was during a comeback too on the 2 score.
I gotta pull your. Oh shit, it's not. There we go.
Look,
Like,
just spin, greens it.
Fucking 360.
It's like before if
Green.
my teammates would have seen me take that shot, they would have screamed at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They would have.
That's a Kwame
They would have let
moment.
me have it, never let me hear the end of it. But now it's gotten to the point where they just let me take that shot without even saying anything.
Shit, if you can green it, go for it.
No, see, at first I was impressed, and then I realized, what it really meant. I got too much time on this game. The
Yeah,
very thing
you
I
need
was
to
trying
start
to
playing
avoid.
Minecraft. That's what you need to do. You didn't. I don't. I've just been like, what games? I don't even know. I get so bored of just playing games though, and I'm just. That's why I worked out for. I bench press for 4 hours today. I'm gonna feel like fucking not be able to move tomorrow. I'm hoping to be a
I gotta
beefcake
start
by the
working
time
out
this is
too.
over. I ordered more weights because I've almost I mean I have 225s, a 10 plate, and then well 2 10 plates and 2 5s, and my bar is 50 pounds on its own. So like whatever you put on there, it's like almost doubled. So, but I've gotten to the point now where I'm benching 40 on each side, and I can do like 8 sets of it. So I'm like, well, I can't go up, so I don't know what to do now. So, and I ordered this pack of 10 pound weights, and Walmart, one, it never sent to me. It was 2 day shipping. Now it says it's going to be here May 24th. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What? May 24th? I can't get a refund for it because Walmart has this thing. You can only get a refund if you actually have the package because you have to print out the refund thing and then drop it off or send it back. It's fucking stupid.
Bro,
So,
like I actually ordered I ordered this shirt and a couple other things from I think Buckle a couple days ago. And it just got here today.
dude, yeah,
It was like
Amazon, I
two
was
two
like,
days. No, I didn't even use Amazon.
really?
It was just
Oh, yeah, hip,
it just got
buckle.
here in 2 days. I don't know why.
Dude, because I have Amazon Prime, my shit's taken like 2 weeks to get here. Like, I was going to order more headbands in different colors. For a fucking black headband, it was going to take 3 weeks to get here. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not waiting 3 weeks
For
for
a
that
fucking
shit. For
headband?
a headband. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. I'm like, I don't know. I just, that's why I just haven't really bought. I'm waiting on car parts. That's it. So I'm like, I might as well just get good at a lot of shit while I have nothing else to do. So I'm just going to work on my car and get better at piano or something. I don't know. Haven't really
You're gonna start
decided
making
yet.
fucking Take Heath beats.
Oh fuck. No, I'm actually gonna be playing more than 3 notes. I'm gonna.
Just
I'm not gonna be
bro,
playing Runaway on my 82 key piano.
bro, like I swear, I don't know why Take Keith and the Baby haven't made a fucking song yet. Like it's a match made in heaven.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like the most basic fucking producer with one of the most basic rappers.
Did you see the video where Baby fuck, he started like singing, but it was with like heavily auto-tuned, and I'm like, oh no, Baby, don't do this.
He has shown hints to that actually.
Yeah, I'm like, Baby, don't do that. Like, you can switch your flow up because he does have. At first, I did like his flow. I'm like, this is different. I like this. And here's another thing.
Yeah,
It
it
does
gets
get stale. That's the
after a
thing.
minute.
It's gotten stale. Here's my thing though. Recently, Lil Wayne came out and said his favorite rapper is Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby is lame as fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
His voice bores me. His flow bores me because it's like the Baby. For some reason, all the fucking babies have one flow. And I'm like, dude, he puts me to sleep. And it's the same. I don't like using the whole they talk about the same shit in every verse thing, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard very intelligible shit from Lil Baby. I'm sorry. I can't listen to him. I don't know. I think it's boring. We're gonna have
No,
to make
like the
another Lil Baby video like we did with French Montana, which got like 7 dislikes. There's a lot of French Montana fans. Dog.
It's like I can't imagine if they're mad at us. I can't imagine how they chop situation.
Like, wow, y'all guys actually exist? There's French Montana fans? Wow.
No, you know what's going on with him and Young Chop, right?
No, I don't. I really don't give a shit about French Montana. I know the shit with
Well,
him and 50.
It's not just French Montana. You know who Young Chop is, right?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Chief Keef's producer.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I saw. He.
Yeah, he's calling out like a bunch of people for being fake.
He had something with someone else I heard about. Yeah, Young Chop. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going after everybody.
No man, And another controversial thing, if we're on the topic of rappers, everybody shits on NBA YoungBoy. I don't really like a lot of his music, but I like him. Like, I think
I don't really know much about him.
he's a fucking hustler. Like, he's owned like the most views for a music channel for like 3 years straight now, and he's like our age. And I don't know. I like his hustle. I like his fucking hustle. The dude. I don't really care for most of his music, but I respect his hustle. He's put on mixtapes constantly. He went through the whole. He went to jail because someone tried to assassinate him, and they put him in jail. Doesn't make any fucking sense. He went through that. I mean, he's had his girlfriend got shot. It's just all sorts of shit, and he's still powering through it. Like, I don't know. I respect a hustle like that. Just because I don't fuck with their music doesn't mean I can't respect them as a person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I see that a lot, dude. I'll see it on the rap pages and shit. Like, just disrespect when people don't know an artist. It's like, oh, who the fuck is this? It's also echoing really bad again. I don't know if you turn it up or something, but I'm trying to think. There was somebody. There was a thing with Juicy J. And everyone in the comments were talking mad shit. And they're like, who's this guy? He fell off. He's an old head. I'm like,
oh my god.
You know, like half the hits out right now either were produced by Juicy J or a remake of Juicy J's beats, right? Like,
oh shit, that
Power Slide with
that song Crunk Ain't Dead, that shit wasn't even that beat was an old song from like 10 years ago. Project Pat.
Who's Project Pat's producer? 3-6 Mafia, yep. DJ Paul and Juicy J. They're the originators of this shit, dude.
They don't know that. All they know is the fucking TikTok memes.
And it's weird because, like, I don't really fuck with new trap music kind of like that. But I fuck heavily with 3-6 Mafia, which is like the same music, but like 20 years ago. And it's like the same content, all that shit. But for some reason, I fucking like theirs a lot better. Like, Project Pat is a dope fucking artist. I love Project Pat. But no, like, I mean, I could just name off, like, right now, Power Glide with Ray Sermert or whatever the fuck they call themselves.
Yeah.
Side to Side by 3-6 Mafia. Look it up. Same fucking beat. Death by Trippie Redd. Produced by Juicy J. That's why I told you when you were playing it the one time I stopped by at your house. And I'm like, this sounds like a Juicy J beat. It was. I went home and looked it up. I'm like, yeah, it's Juicy. It's produced by Juicy J. He has that because he originated that fucking trap, the snares, the fast hi-hats with the deep 808s. He originated that. Like, that's a Juicy J produced that. I called it. I just listened to it.
Death, right?
Death, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
The one that was a fucking meme.
Yeah. Juicy J produced that. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I went in there and I heard it. I'm like, this sounds familiar. Like, this sounds like something I know. Juicy J. And like, not too long ago he made Bands and Make Her Dance. Well, that was like 2012, but that's the thing, dude. Is like a lot of shit is a remake. Would some people have problems with remakes? I don't really. Like, NBA YoungBoy again, he remade a Lil Wayne song, "The Block Is Hot," and I actually like his version too. I don't think it touches Wayne's version, but it's nice. And he has he actually had Birdman or Baby in the video too, so it's like certified. It's a remake because Baby and Lil Wayne. But
wait, I think I just found the sample.
I didn't look that too deep into it, but I'm pretty sure I saw.
Yeah, found it.
Let's see. Oh shit! I don't want to get a copyright strike.
I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it because I'm not trying to get this copyright strike.
Yeah. Well, it's actually produced by DJ Paul, but DJ Paul is Juicy J's. Like, they're 3-6 Mafia. They produce shit together all the time. So.
Yeah, I was about to say the sample came from 3-6 Mafia.
Yep. Of course. That's where it is. And I'm like, dude, you can go back on so many songs, and most of the time it'll be from a 3-6 Mafia thing. That's why I'm like, y'all disrespecting Juicy J. Like, he is literally originated the shit you're listening to. Like, and they did it 30 years ago. Like that beat is from 30 years ago. Think about it. Like that's fucking crazy.
Nah, all they care about is just what they can make a fucking TikTok to.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I sound like an old head. I'm
I
only
know,
19
dude.
and I sound like an old head.
I was gonna make something about old heads but it wasn't gonna be like defending old heads. It was gonna be like I'm shooting shots at both old heads and new cats who are too fucking ignorant to learn about the culture that they're listening to. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm prime material for a fucking old head. Like I listen to
Shit,
90s New York
the,
hip hop. Like
the
that's my
Tims
main.
are already giveaway. No,
Oh yeah, I'm always listening to fucking Illmatic, Jay's first two albums. Like I'm a fucking prime old head, but I'm not out here constantly shit talking new rappers. I'm like whatever. It's not just because I don't enjoy it doesn't mean other people can.
yeah.
It's whatever. But
I don't know.
what
It's
has
like when I listen to new music, I judge it sort of under a different microscope than
you have to
say
you have
how
to
I judge
figure
like a J. Cole song.
exactly you have to figure out because rap there's so many subgenres of rap now that it's like you got to know going in like okay is this conscious rap, is this club
Yeah.
music, you got to decipher, like you got to some
And
people
then
go
there's
about it like all
you
rap
know
should be
there
conscious rap or whatever, or all rap
and
should be trap music. It's like no, there's
there's
different
also
lanes to this shit.
there's also whatever category Logic falls into.
mm,
You know,
Goofy.
I don't even know what category he fits into.
He kind of fits in the category that like Eminem's in now.
Yeah.
Washed up kind
I'm
of.
sad. I'm
but
sad to say, but like Eminem, after that last album,
dog, I don't
oh
know.
man,
I've never been a big Eminem fan, but like I fuck with I fuck with Eminem show. I fuck with obviously Marshall Mathers LP and Slim Shady EP, like no doubt, bangers, right? I just
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like his whole style. Well, one, he doesn't have the Slim Shady thing anymore, which is what made him big. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind I like normal Eminem. I like his shit he has to say. Like Eminem show, he was normal Eminem, and I liked it. I just feel like the whole style with it, he's just trying to mix that. He's trying to conform to new trends. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to adjust to new rap,
Well,
and it's like,
nah,
yeah, he doesn't
like
get cut for it. I don't know. I don't think he's got the
I
voice
listened,
for.
I listened to a few of the, I listened to a few songs on the new album,
Yeah,
and like it seemed like some of them he did try to bring like Slim Shady back,
yeah.
but
It's just like
the
it does not
character
the
just
same.
doesn't work for him anymore because he's not young anymore. You know, he doesn't have
He's
that.
not on drugs.
You know, yeah. You know, he's not young anymore. He doesn't have the teenage angst sort of shit
Yeah,
going on.
that's the
So
problem
it's
with artists
just
like
weird.
him. Is like they have that personality, or whatever, but it doesn't work forever. Like, so you could say the same thing for 50 Cent. Is like that's why he doesn't make music anymore. He's just past that because he used to run the fucking streets. He used to be a fucking big cat. Like I mean, you still don't fuck with 50 Cent. That's just common sense. But like, he doesn't have the
Well,
presence he did back in the
especially
2000s.
over Instagram. You don't want any problems with
You
him
don't
over
you don't
Instagram.
want beef with 50 Cent on Instagram. That man run shit. It's so
He's
funny.
judge, jury, and executioner there.
God, I love 50. He's such a funny dude. But yeah, this dude, I can't listen to Eminem's new stuff though. Every time I just hear, I don't know, it just doesn't flow with me. I don't know. I mean, obviously, well, Eminem on Dre beats is a whole nother lane, but it
But
doesn't
like
have that
honestly,
early 2000s punch like it used to when Dre was in his prime, when M was in his prime.
I
It's
feel
just,
like
I don't know.
I feel like his last decent album was LP2.
See, I never really listened to that one that much. I didn't listen. Honest, really unpopular opinion again. Relapse. I think Relapse is one of his best projects. Like just he brought back the Slim Shady character for the last
Oh
time
yeah.
pretty much, and I mean songs like My Darling I thought was really good. I always I mix up all the songs in the album, so I'm not gonna say what songs because I don't want it accidentally be on Encore show or whatever the fuck. But but I don't know. I thought Relapse was like his last project I could really listen to. And back when it first came out, Recovery I liked when it came out, but looking back now, I'm like, ooh, it's kind of
Yeah, Recovery
it's
is a
kind of
little rough.
weird. It's a little weird. I don't know, some songs I liked as a kid. I went back and listened to them, like, oh, this is
Well, I
kind of
mean, Recovery was his first album since his drug problems became public,
yeah.
and he
It was
bloomed
new
up
era
and shit.
Eminem. That's really when it started, right there. He went more. I don't want to say mainstream because he fucking ran the mainstream, but like he
Well,
conformed
I
to the
mean,
pop shit.
he,
Really,
he wasn't doing his old shit anymore, like drugs and shit.
no. I
He
think
was
the
getting
last time I
he was cleaning
really,
himself up.
yeah, he tried a new leaf. Really, the last time I guess I could say I really fucked with Eminem was the Bad Meets Evil album he had with Royce da 5'9", like
Oh
Fastlane.
yeah.
That's a dope song. Fastlane. Like I still fuck with that. I used to love that song as a kid, and then for a while I thought it was really corny, and I went back and listened to it. I'm like, yeah, this is a tight song. Like I fuck with this. Which
Yeah.
Royce da 5'9", he's a great MC too. It's I don't know. I don't really fuck with new Eminem that much though. Never really.
Nice. There's one thing you can't take away from him though. He's definitely gonna sell out all of his
Oh,
albums though.
forever. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing about him is like again, just because I don't like his new music doesn't mean I don't like him. Like he's still a fucking legend, and if our shit takes
I'm being
off
honest.
and I get a knock on the door from Shady Records, I'm not gonna fucking turn it down. You know what I mean? So
Like honestly,
it's like,
I think that Eminem's still the greatest of all time in terms of rapper, but he is damaging his own legacy by still going.
yeah, it almost comes to that point. Like, do they stop, or do you? Really, I think it's just fan service for the people who are still really rocking with him. You know, for the newer audience, I guess you could say. Because I guess you could say I'm an old Eminem fan, and I mean I don't listen to it now, but I'm not gonna hate on him for it. I mean, if it's bad, it's bad. I'll say it's bad, but I'm not gonna shit on him really. But that's like my favorite MC ever is Nas, but he's not the most
I will
consistent
say
rapper
though,
ever. So
a lot of the people that seem to like try to emulate him in a way, they're the fucking worst.
yeah,
Like, not just Logic,
I know
who's a prime
exactly what you're
example,
talking about
but
too.
remember that song
Yes,
we listened to
that's
that
exactly what I
death to
thought
mumble
about.
rap shit.
hmm Those guys are just
What the
fucking corny. That's what I was gonna do. The old heads video. It was gonna go over people like that, and then old heads, and
like
I'm like, you
like the
guys are
first
just
guy
fucking
the
corny.
first guy sounded like he was trying to be Eminem on Rap God or some shit.
Like you
And
guys
then
are
like
just
that line
goobers.
the
Stop.
line he had about he said something about Kim Jong so Ching Chong. I was like, all right, so we
Okay,
just
dog.
casually
That's
throwing
just
racism into our
racist, my guy.
like what the fuck?
No,
You gonna say nigga while you at it? Like
it's shit
my
like
guy.
that just makes me think like, wow, you guys are fucking embarrassing. Like, you guys make people hate old heads because of that, because you motherfuckers are
Well,
like the definition of it.
I mean M did sort of address that shit. He said watch was getting cornier. It's like this is what he meant right here.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
It's like if you think he's
It's
watching this shit with a big old grin on his face, nope. Think again.
no, it's I guess yeah, I don't know. Because like I said, Nas still my favorite. Like when I first heard Illmatic, which was his debut album, I've never had an album that I can listen to over and over again like that. Like I can listen to that album all the way through now, repeat every line, and not get bored of it. I've been listening to that album like almost at least once a week since like 2011. Like that's why he's my favorite artist, because he made my favorite album. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like his last album that he did with Kanye as the producer for it. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good product. I don't like listening to it because I guess you could say it doesn't spoil his legacy. I guess you could say so much, but I'm just like listening to it. I'm like, this isn't Illmatic. This isn't either. This isn't. It's just not the same. I don't know. So I don't like listening to his newer shit. So I just stick to the shit I do like, and I'll respect whatever moves he does. If he puts out new music, I'll give it a listen. But if I don't like it, I'm not gonna listen to it just because. You know what I mean? Like, I do think he's one of the best rappers ever, but I'm not gonna say that his recent albums have been the greatest things ever. So it's like, I don't know. It gets rough in some spots, but
Yeah, at some point you definitely just gotta call it a career. Like, I hate to do the old Dirk Eminem comparison, because they're both the white boys in the black area and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But yeah, Eminem's pretty much Dirk. He's damaging his own legacy, putting up empty stats, and he's
Yeah, there's just a time where you got to call it quits. It's just
so
like,
like
all
you,
right,
you
yeah, it's,
gotta hang.
or they hope for kind of like the Shaq effect where no one really remembers him being on the Celtics or the Suns. Like, when I think of Shaq,
Yeah,
I don't think about those years. I think about the later Orlando years and of course the prime Shaq Kobe duo. After that, not so much. But he's also done so much other shit that's not, his legacy isn't only basketball. So he has other shit to even it out. But
yeah, but yeah, honestly, Eminem's just gotta call it.
yeah,
Like,
I'd say make one last hurrah or something and just kind of.
nah, I say just make this your last one.
Yeah, that's another thing though, is his last projects have
Call
been,
it.
I mean, reviewers and everything, they're pretty mediocre. Does he want to end his
Yeah.
legacy with that? I feel like he keeps chasing a good closer, but he just can't get it. He just can't get that last album that would just tie the knot. I feel like that's what he's
Yeah,
struggling with.
like his album Kamikaze. I honestly sort of liked Kamikaze just because of like he did a good job at getting the point across that he wanted.
I couldn't finish a single song on the album. I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie, I really couldn't.
uh,
Or recover, or
Lucky You was
what's
the
the other
best
one?
one without a doubt.
Revival.
But
I couldn't listen to that either.
honestly, this new album, he sort of continued that shit for some reason. That was at the point where I just stopped listening to it. I was like, all right, you should have got all this shit out with MGK and all the Kamikaze shit. Just leave it there and do literally anything else that comes to your mind. Just leave this fucking attacking new rappers. Just leave it out
Yeah,
there.
just don't, like, be a mentor, not someone who brings it down. Because you got,
It's like you don't gotta slap them on the knuckles with a fucking ruler or some shit. Just calm down.
just got to accept the direction it's going and either combine with it or be a mentor to. That's why, I mean, there's cats
It's
like Too Short. Like, he's still heavy in the game and he's been around since fucking 87. Like, no one hates Too Short though, because he doesn't hate on anybody. He teaches game. Like, he's same Master P, same with
It's almost like Eminem thinks that by constantly complaining about it on his new albums or some shit, he's suddenly gonna usher in this new era where everybody just shifts back to how shit was in the past.
Like, trust me,
Oh
man.
shit, Eminem spoke, I shall listen.
I don't see any of us rapping really fast over
Geometry dash beats.
with 4XL Knicks jerseys, and I don't know. I don't see it coming back anytime soon. Could be wrong, but
Hey, you know what? I'm already moving towards the fucking Eazy-E look.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. You kind of look like Ice Cube a little bit with the.
Oh shit.
We're getting there. I can't even wear my hat, dude. My hat, it's like the back of it is like poofed up because my hair doesn't fucking go flat, so it just looks weird. I'm like, I'm not gonna wear that. But I also think it's just
what the hell?
It's just
What
funny
the hell?
though.
I'll
Get an
bring
LA
back the
hat.
fucking Eazy-E look.
Get a Raiders hat, and there you go.
Never mind, not bringing back the Eazy look. I ain't wearing no fucking Raiders hat.
The dark sunglasses, and there you go. No, but I do find it funny how, like, some cats, they get more popular as they go. Like Yo Gotti. How old do you think Yo Gotti is?
I ain't got no idea, but I'm guessing like 40s.
Yeah. He's been in the game. I think he might be 39 or something like that. Let's see. Fact check me
He's
real quick.
38.
38. Dog. He's been in the game since he was like 16. And no one really knew shit about him until he was like 30. Same with 2 Chainz. But no, he used to go by Titty Boy. He was a fucking basketball player too. Well, most people know that, but I think my internet just went out. Okay, it dipped for a second, but no, yeah, 2 Chainz, dude. He used to be running around with what crew was it? Was it with No Limit? I gotta check real quick. I think he used to be fucking around with Master P back when No Limit was on top. No, I don't think so. But no, he's like 2 Chainz has been around for fucking ever, but you wouldn't think he was, cause he's like a recent
young
artist.
Dolph ain't so young.
No, dude, Future is
Jesus
like
Christ.
36.
This dude's 34. I thought he was like new.
No, dude, 2 Chainz is 42 as well. Like he was putting out mixtapes back in the fucking early 2000s, late 90s. That's the thing, is like some artists like that, they can just pop out and they're old as fuck. Like they never found success when they were younger.
Like
This
I
is
remember
weird.
first hearing about. I probably heard about Yo Gotti at the time a lot of other people did. And that fucking
Down
put
in
a
the
date
Dam.
on it.
Yeah, right then.
Like that song he did with Lil Baby.
Yeah, I actually like that song too.
Yeah, but I remember I'm listening to the song, watching the fucking music video. I'm just like, how old is this nigga? Like,
I was like, bro, you
God
look like
damn,
Lil
maybe
Baby's
is that your
dad.
dad or something?
Look at his dad out here rapping.
Okay.
It's pretty funny though.
Come on, Pops, you can do it. Bro, fucking Lil
He ain't
Baby
the-
though, this nigga's gonna kill himself. He's gonna end up right next fucking Juice World if he keeps up with all this shit he's doing. He's doing interviews and shit.
Is he into
He like
big
fucking
drugs and shit? I didn't.
play like the Windows shutdown noise during some of these interviews. He just fucking
Oh,
zones
just
out.
how he talks. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. He's just
Yeah,
like,
he'll just sit there like, and then he'll just and then come back.
Well, apparently he's really good with money and whatnot, which I like seeing. I like seeing younger cats. I mean, he's still out here flexing cash and shit like that, but he's into real estate. He's into shit like I like seeing stuff like that. Again, I can respect his hustle, but I don't gotta fuck with your music. I don't know. Like, unless if you're out here buying 10-year-old Bugatti Veyrons, French Montana.
Wait, he bought a 10-year-old Bugatti Veyron?
Yeah, that's how the whole 50 Cent beef started. It's because he bought he bought a fucking.
I didn't read too much into that.
He bought like a 10-year-old Veyron, and 50's like, I thought you was the king of New York. Why you out here buying old ass cars? It was just.
Imagine beefing about buying a.
I know.
fucking
I'm like,
Bugatti.
shit, man. I wish I could be in that position.
Like us plebeians here can't relate. Sorry.
Bro, I'm out here driving a fucking Mazda. I don't know about no Bugatti.
Yeah, I ain't got shit.
Yeah, you out here on foot.
At this point, I'd beef over a fucking tricycle.
You beef over a Honda Civic. God damn it.
2003 Honda Civic, the fucking ketamine mobile.
With the muffler cut off and all that. The perfect
Fucking
ride to
Yoda's-
show that you chew
Fucking
tobacco
Yoda's
and
favorite.
you're a mook.
Or I could get the dusty ass red Dodge Charger.
I've thought about getting a Charger. I really have.
Bro, you already got the fucking black Air Forces. You gonna unsettle so many people you pull up in that.
My car, okay, if I get all the mods that I'm planning to, my car should look pretty good. Whenever the fuck this quarantine thing lifts. I'm getting blacked out tires on it too. With blacked out emblem, so it's gonna be all black. Yeah. It's the black Air Force equivalent of vehicles is what it's gonna look like. So I'm excited. I see many pullovers in my future. I'm gonna target my car.
I found my way on the Bugatti website. This shit says find a dealer. I am in America. Where is there a fucking dealer?
Well, first we're in Indiana. There ain't gonna be no fucking. We have like one Ferrari dealer here. I'm like, who the fuck is buying a Ferrari in Indiana?
Oh, whoa. There is one in Chicago and Troy, Michigan.
The fuck is Troy, Michigan? Well, they probably manufacture half the shit there, so I guess it makes sense. I can understand Chicago, but Indiana, dude, that's the thing. I saw like 20 Ferrari dealers in LA. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dude, if you had that shit in Indy, you know how quick that shit would stolen,
Yeah.
tires ripped, or just damaged, flat tire by a pothole. Like, you can't have a
What
car
I
like
don't
that
understand
here.
about that dude who drives this fucking Lamborghini in our town.
I think I
He's
saw
like, are
that
you
one.
lost or something? Like,
I'm like,
what's going on here?
How the fuck did you get here? Like, where are you from? What are you doing? You best believe I ever get a fucking Ferrari, I'm driving it through here. Are you kidding me? When I get my new rims here, I'm gonna be petrified. I'm gonna be like, damn, I don't want to do this. If I really
He's
got to go
like,
through a
if
shit
I
part, I'll
if I
switch
could
them out.
if I could afford a fucking Ferrari, I am not being anywhere in the Midwest.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch me here. Like, I'm gonna go somewhere where
Like
the
the
roads are
fuck?
actually nice.
Exactly, fucking pothole simulator.
I wouldn't in New York either. New York has shit roads like ours. That's the thing, though, is like when you're out, especially in LA, at least how I felt. The Midwest and the East Coast, you kind of realize we're pretty similar. They're pretty similar areas. We get all the seasons in full force, shit roads, either really nice or really mean people. The best parts of town look like the worst part of towns in most other places. It's like, I don't know. It just, I don't. I want to go back. That's what I want to do. I want to go back to LA. I don't want to be here.
You keep making me want to go out there now.
That's the thing. I never thought I would like it. I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of fruity fags wearing sandals and talking about what gender they are today and stuff. But I got to be honest, bro. It was a pretty nice experience. I'm not gonna lie. It was. They probably didn't understand why the fuck I was there or how I got there, but it was nice. You know, I didn't really get to talk to anybody on the street or anything either. So, I didn't have anybody ask me where I'm from. Surprisingly enough. You'd think with the Pacers jersey and high top Air Forces, they'd be like, "Huh, this guy ain't from here." Like something ain't right.
I guess I feel like the Pacers jersey sort of gave it away.
Yeah,
But
I found the Champs store I told you about. I found a couple of those, and dude, everywhere was just Lakers and Clippers stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? I get it's LA, but come on, bro. Like, I don't want this. Get this garbage out of here. I finally
believe I would have been copping all the Clipper shit without second thought.
I went in there. I'm like, look, I get it's LA and all, but there's something else here, right? Like, of course, the one place where they actually have nice basketball stores, they don't fucking have anything for any other team than the bandwagon teams. It was Golden State, some Golden State, leftover Golden State, should I say.
Yeah.
Clippers and Lakers. I'm like, God damn it. I found a Scottie Pippen throwback jersey, which is like one of my out to get items right now. If I find one for a good price, I'm fucking buying it on the spot. No questions asked. It was like $180. I'm like, huh? I'm not spending $180 on that. I would, but I ended up buying Air Forces instead. But you know me, I had to buy a pair. I haven't even worn them yet. They're low tops. I've never worn low tops before, so we'll see how it works. I don't know.
I gotta get myself a pair of black Air Forces.
You do. You definitely do. I didn't wear them there. I tried to conform. I tried to fit in a little bit. I'm like, I don't want to go there and be just a super uptight East Coast guy. Like, I wanted to try and fit in a little bit. So, I was wearing I looked like a fucking Crip half the time though, because I was wearing blue flannels and khakis and shit. But I tried. I tried to fit in. So, but the only thing West Coast style I know is gangbanger stuff. So, I was wearing khakis and shit. But hey, so I didn't look too out of the pot, I thought. But we'll see. No, next time I go back, I'm making sure first off the forecast is clear. Next time I go, so
Yeah, good move. Good move.
I can actually experience it. And I'm gonna at least try to get in a position where I could, find me a nice,
Yeah.
mixed Asian broad. No, they're
Shit, you
actually
think about them California bitches now.
all the time. Oh yeah, come on. That's what I told you. I'm like, dude, when I come back here, I was upset. I'm like, really? This is what we got? Like, damn. I know we were struggling beforehand, but god damn. Now that I've seen what it can be,
Bro, fucking small town Indiana bitches just they ain't doing it anymore.
not enough.
Especially
No.
now that
Now that I've seen newer horizons.
I pretty much officially met every female around the town that
Yeah.
I could date without getting arrested, and it's safe to say I'm done here. I need to move on.
Exactly, dude. That's the thing beforehand. I looked at what we got. What do we have here? Look, it's normally you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, but when you got the option to get while getting's good, you can't just be happy with what you got. Sometimes you gotta move out. You gotta expand. That's why I don't date I won't date a broad that's 15 miles within me. I just can't. Like, this ain't what I'm after right here. It is not the same. It's different. Out there though.
I wonder if anyone thought that I was saying could date without getting arrested because that shit's happened to me. No, I say that because small town, people think, oh, I'm 19, she's 15, I can get away with it.
That's okay.
And
Like,
it's a lot more common than I care to admit that
like
it
the
is.
one chick in my shop class who was 17 at the time and her boyfriend was 24. I'm like, statutory rape? Where are the police? I'm like, what the fuck? Exactly, like, Chris Hansen, I need you.
Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC, why don't you have a seat?
Like,
Bro,
I'm not,
bro,
I don't know.
if I would have known who this nigga was, I would have said that every time I saw him.
Every time I say that, though, no one understands what I'm talking about. I'm like, are we really at a point where
That's
people
sad.
don't know Dateline NBC? I say it at work all the time, and no one knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, you guys, that's like my favorite show ever, is To Catch a Predator. Like, I still watch that shit. It's such a great show. I love watching fucking pedophiles get caught. It's just amazing. I like it.
I'm telling you, we're fucking old now. We're in the generation no one knows what that is.
We're old heads. But I'm like talking to people who are older than me, technically, because I'm the youngest one in our grade or whatever. Like, I'm younger than you guys, and y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I feel upset when I say Chris Hansen and they don't get it. I'm like, damn, where were you at from 2005 to 2009? Apparently not watching TV.
Watching Nick Jr. or something.
Watching some fruity faggot shit on Boomerang Channel or something. Like,
Man,
you weren't
my
watching
bad for watching Ben 10 when it was on. God damn.
the good Ben 10, not the new shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
Come
All right,
on.
Alien. Look, Ben 10, the first one, best. Alien Force was good.
I don't think I ever watched Alien
Ultimate-
Force.
Look, Ultimate Alien was meh, and then Omniverse and everything after that just fucking burn it. All it's
Yeah,
doing is damaging the Ben 10 name.
I don't know. I mean, the kids shows I grew up watching was, South Park and Robot Chicken, and so I'm probably fucked up. But
Waking up in a
South
cold
Park's still
sweat
going
at
strong.
2 a.m. to see George Lopez jumping across the TV screen.
It's
in slow
PTSD.
motion.
That's fucking PTSD, is what that is.
Just
God,
if I saw fucking George Lopez on, I was like, "Yep, time to go back to sleep."
that or get connected for free with Education Connection, dude. That commercial came on every night for like a year. Like, if I remember that whole fucking thing word for word. That's how many times I heard that commercial. Once I saw that commercial, I'm like, I'm either sick or I really need to go to sleep. So
I just thought about it. As seen on TV, products were a lot more rampant back. They're not so much anymore.
dude, there's still a thing. It's crazy. I'm like, who the fuck
I
is
know there's
watching
still
these?
a thing, but they're not as popular as they were before. Like,
No.
I remember back when I was a little kid, I used to see commercials for all sorts of shit, like the fucking Sham Wow, all that shit.
Yeah.
Moon boots.
Okay, My Pillow.
Moon shoes.
Those things are actually really good.
What?
My Pillow. Did you ever see those ones?
Oh yeah.
Those are actually
That's
good
the one that's
pillows.
still on.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one that's still on nowadays.
Those are ones that were like weren't fully a scam. They're actually pretty nice. I have one back there, but no, I know what you're talking about. Like, it's just the ones that are out now. You're like, you guys are like 20 years late to the party. Like, why are you still buying ads? I mean, I guess it's really low now on TV because no one fucking watches TV. But like, is it really worth the money to spend on that? Like, really, is it? You could post it on Facebook and you're gonna reach the same fucking audience for cheaper. So it's like, I don't know who's buying those. Maybe we should buy one. I should just buy a fucking
I want to buy a whole can of Flex
commercial.
Seal and see if that shit actually
I've heard that
works.
works. I've heard it works really well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I've heard it actually works.
So say theoretically I went and sawed a boat in half, I could put it back together with Flex Seal.
Oh, I don't know about that far. I've just heard it's good for like small damage on stuff.
Am I hearing that's too much damage for Flex Seal?
Too much damage.
That's too much damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's like
it's not
Phil
super
Swift
expensive
descends
either.
from fucking heaven. Just that's too much damage.
I'm gonna look it up.
Now you've gone too far.
Info commercial ad space price. We're gonna see. What if I just did a whole fucking infomercial just over some made up shit like on the spot? I just fucked around and made a fake one. Oh no, we're not doing that.
What?
11,000 per second. Who the fuck is out here paying $50,000 for a commercial oh my god, that's on like channel 550 anyways. Like, no one's watching it. Why? Like, they have to be somewhat successful scams to be able to buy that. Like, what?
Yeah, that's too rich for my blood. Yeah, I will not be partaking in any.
Dude, fuck that. I'm not taking it. I thought it was gonna be like a couple $100. Fuck that. No, thank you. We're not doing that. Never mind. That video idea is gone. We're not doing. No longer am I doing that. That's stupid. A 25,000 runs at 13.
Jesus Christ, people on YOLOs. I swear.
Oh, YOLOs. Can we talk about if any broad does a YOLO, she is seeking. They're not doing it. They're not doing it to really get real questions. Let's be fucking real. They're doing it for attention. I'm sorry. We're an education channel here. I have to educate the youth, and this is what facts are facts right here. I wouldn't lie to you guys. If broads are putting this shit out, YOLO or TBH thing, and they're out here showing like somewhat, whatever selfie with them showing their ass in a mirror, they're begging for thirst comments, so it makes them feel better about themselves. I said it here, and I said it now, and that's the fucking truth. And I want somebody to debate me on that, because you will lose. I'm an expert on this. I'm a hoodologist. I know this shit. I've seen many of YOLOs in my day, and many of very scary ones too. Like,
bro,
oh god. I told my little sister was gonna do it. I'm like, don't ever fucking do that. Don't ever let me catch you putting a YOLO out there. If I saw somebody say some crazy shit like that, I'd kill them. Like, I'm not.
Some girl did her YOLO, and one of the first comments, "I want to eat you out so bad."
Like, dog, what? How deranged do you have to be to do that?
I get that we're in quarantine, but we're all fucking struggling. Just jerk off.
Exactly.
Look at Riley Reid, fucking Mia Malkova, whoever you fucking like. Get it out of your system.
How can you be so horny to the point where you put? My thing is, I've thought about
Premium is free during this time.
It's a beautiful time. It's really, it's a great time. And I'm like, what?
And
I don't know.
Horny like this? Why?
I'm scared that they're gonna find out, like, somehow, some weird way, like it's gonna send us a DM or something like that. What happens then? What happens then? Then you're like, well, God damn it. But yeah, they're really it's a trap to get thirst comments so they feel better about themselves. It's an attention-seeking tool, which, if you got to do what you got to do. I think it's funny sometimes. Other times I'm like, wow, this is really sad. This is where we're at,
I mean, just look at it as a hustle, I guess.
I guess so. Except they're not. It's not like an OnlyFans where people are paying for it. They're just.
Oh my god.
That would be an excellent trap for like another video though. If I just get
Well, I mean,
girls
premium
to send
snaps.
me in their like their most vile YOLO submissions. Like if I had a bunch of girls send me those in and we read it off, that would be an excellent video. I do have somewhat of a female audience too, surprisingly enough. So I mean, hey, if y'all get some weird messages in your shit, let me know.
It's like,
I will expose them to the internet, no problem.
you know what? Premium Snapchats fell off.
They
It's all
really
about
did.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
It's only about
surpassed it.
OnlyFans now.
Which, hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. But porn is free. Just saying. It's the connection thing, though. You know what I mean? Like you've talked to, you have some sort of relationship with it, so it's different. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Hey, look,
I do.
This specific e-girl here, I paid her to play video games with me, so we have a connection.
I've never paid an e-girl, but I've never paid an e-girl, but I have received nice things from e-girls. I'm like, that's great. You know, I get it. I get the connection thing, but that don't mean I'm gonna send the bitch $10 to play Fortnite with her to get titty pic. Like that's just degeneracy. That's not pimping. That's degeneracy.
Hopefully, I can woo her with my Fortnite, with my building skills, and hopefully that'll get a way for me to get a feet pic or something.
Maybe I'll get laid. Maybe she'll fly out to me. No, dog. No one's gonna fly out to meet your sweaty ass. You fucking smell like a cum sock. Like, don't give me that. You
can safely say that the fact that you paid her to play video games with you just ruined the prospect of her ever respecting you as a human being.
Yeah, trust me, girls don't like guys who do that shit. Like, no matter how much our culture tries to make you think that females don't go after the supposed, alpha of the group, it's bullshit. They do. They do. Like, if you're out here,
no one wants to straight up admit that they're dating a bitch.
Yeah, like I've seen people say before, like, oh, like yeah, girls don't care if I play video games or whatnot, dog. I've seen it firsthand. Like, well, some of my female coworkers will go through Snapchat and they'll see a guy who posted a Fortnite win on there, and I could just see in their face, they're like, oh, I don't want kids from this guy. Are you kidding me? You know, his nut probably tastes like a fucking meatball sub from Subway that's been left out for 3 days. Like, you don't want that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's cool and all, but you're not going to see me out here posting my fucking Call of Duty Blackout wins or whatever the fuck the new Battle Royale's called. Like, that's how you chase pussy away. Like, they don't care unless you're going after gamer girls who smell bad. I know that for a fact. They do smell bad. It's, hey, you got to do what you got to do, I guess, but I just personally haven't met any girl who finds a guy who pays for nudes attractive. They're not normally the nicest bunch. They're not the greatest people. The prime testosterone filled warrior that you want plowing in your trousers. Like
I can safely say, since I used to be a 2K sweat, it's not a fun life at all.
No, it's you look back and you're like, damn, I was a fucking degenerate.
By the end of it, I was looking for any excuse to stop playing that fucking game.
Like, you don't see me sitting here playing Minecraft till 4 a.m, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely gonna get me laid doing this. Like, no, it's not.
Bro, that's why I was so tired all the time during fucking senior year.
Because I was staying up. 2K. Yeah.
I was staying up till fucking 2 a.m. 2K. I would go to bed. Usually fall asleep around 2:30. I would wake up at 6:30, and then I'd catch up on the rest of my sleep throughout classes.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? No, it was junior year. Our shop class, because we stood the whole time. I got to the point where I could fall asleep standing up. Like, we'd just be at the machine. I'd be waiting my turn, and I would just fall asleep. Like, I was so fucking tired junior year, I could not sleep, and I almost slept through class, especially junior year. I kicked my shit in gear senior. I ended up with all A's and I think 1B, which I hadn't done since like 7th grade at that point. But
actually, funny story. I ended up Spanish class was the class that I would sleep through pretty much the entire class in there because the teacher would just let me. Like
Oh,
he
they didn't
straight up,
care.
I sat in the front fucking row, and he would be lecturing, just not say anything to me as I'm sleeping through like most of his class.
Hmm.
And he told me at the end of the year the reason he kept letting me do that was because somehow, even though I was sleeping through everything, I was still getting the fucking assignments done and doing good enough on the quizzes and tests.
Yeah, as long as you
Like
get your shit
I
done.
actually ended with an A.
Yeah,
What I
I
did,
just
what I didn't tell him though is that I took this same
you.
class in grade, so I
Oh,
already knew all of the material.
that was kind of my thing with algebra, except not really because I took algebra 4 times, not 6 times counting summer school. So if I didn't pass it that last time, they probably would have just thought I was retarded. 'Cause, like, how the fuck do you take algebra 6 times and still not get it? Like, I ended up with an A in the class somehow, but
Uh,
oh, that was
like
such a
I don't
bad
even know
time.
why they made me you know how many classes I took that in 8th grade that they made me retake freshman year? It's not even like I failed them. I passed all of them, but they still
Mm,
made me retake it for some
that's
reason.
stupid. I took like a couple pre-algebra classes, but I did really shit in them in middle school. So that in freshman year, I took pre-algebra again. But that was just a bad time. I didn't give a fuck about school until like junior year. Like before that, it was a little rough.
I don't know. I pretty much stopped caring about everything junior year. That was when I just said, "Nah, fuck off."
Well, mine, if I had gone any lower, I wouldn't have graduated. So I'm like, all right, I got to kick shit in gear. Like I finished freshman year with like a .9 GPA. You know how bad that is? That is really bad. That is not
But
good.
I I
Uh,
almost said his name. Damn it! I almost
I
slipped
know who
up.
you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a higher GPA than me throughout all of high school somehow. Yeah.
but he got held back.
He yeah, he failed every single class. I'm like, how the fuck? I was the last rank in our class every fucking year, just so you know. Other than the last year. I was in the top 30 in the last year. But like the first 3 years, yeah, I was the last number, and I didn't even I failed 3 classes my whole high school year, my whole high school career. I got, mind you, I got like C's most of the time, but I'm like, this kid fails every fucking class. How the fuck does he have a higher GPA than me? Like, I never got it.
I
I
don't
didn't
get it
understand.
either.
I got my shit up to like a 2.8 or
Someone's doctor in the
2.9,
fucking
but
someone's doctor in the fucking grades or something. They
they
just
just
want him
wanted,
gone.
yeah, they just wanted his ass out of there. Dude, hold on. Do you think he's
Well,
graduating this year with the whole school shutdown?
maybe
Hmm.
if he can hop his ass off a fucking Rainbow Six for 30,
Yeah, I know.
30 fucking seconds.
That game is washed too. I don't know. I never was a big Rainbow Six person, but
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? I knew someone who got held back 3 times in senior year, and he wasn't supposed to graduate when he did, but they finally just were so sick of him.
mm,
They just said, "Here's your diploma, get the fuck out."
that was mine, dude. I mean, it wasn't that situation with me, but it was close to it. It was well, the I-step thing, which standardized testing, their shit's canceled this year, which they're lucky about first off. But I-step, I still had math I-step my senior year. If I had failed I-step, I wouldn't have been able to graduate. Like, and I didn't know because I graduated half a year early, if you remember. Um, I didn't know the results until like 2 months into the next year. So I was already in college, and I technically hadn't have graduated high school yet, technically, because the standardized test wasn't through yet. I I had all the credits and whatnot. I just did. If I didn't pass the I-step, I would have had to repeat the year, which was stupid anyways. They shouldn't base off the standardized testing. It's fucking retarded. That's a whole different spiel. But I ended up passing it, thank God, or else I wouldn't have been able to graduate. But I had all A's and one B, I think, my senior year. So I mean, I talked to our principal, and he's like, "Well, you've shown a lot of improvement, and I mean, you got all the credits you needed to, so there's no reason you can't finish early." Because I had already finished all the shit I needed to, which I kind of cheated their system a little bit with the math credits because I didn't have to take geometry 2 or algebra 2. I didn't have to because technically with algebra I had passed pre-algebra, and pre-algebra technically I passed it twice somehow. I don't really know how. It was a summer school credit that counted for pre-algebra, and I had passed pre-algebra previously or after that because I'd been put in the class again or whatever. And then I took algebra 1 and passed that, and then geometry. So I had my 4 math credits. So I didn't have to take algebra 2. So I kind of ganked the system a little bit, which I'm glad about because if I had taken algebra 2, I probably wouldn't have fucking graduated. But
let's see. Shit. I had my own cheating the system story, but I forgot it.
oh god.
Well, I mean, I wasn't supposed to pass films class, I guess.
Oh my god, that was such a fucking stupid thing. That was the dumbest thing
teacher.
ever. Bro, and she loved me senior year. I'm like, the only reason I'm
she
in
really
this
just
class.
hated me. So I
She didn't like
known
me. She didn't like me either, but she didn't like either of
I should have
us.
known she hated me the moment she made me
The fucking slave
She
in
almost had
Macbeth.
me play the slave in that play freshman year.
How do you the slave role you pick
Or not
the
the
only
slave, the
black kid in
the
the class?
servant.
Same thing, pretty much. How do you accidentally pick the only black kid in the class to play the fucking servant? Like
she was completely oblivious to what she was doing. She just looked around the room. She said, "Zach," and I perked my head. I'm like,
really?
Hold on. And everyone's looking around like,
oh
shit. And she's looking around all confused.
That was the funniest shit ever.
What's going on? And then,
yeah, the only black
I could
kid.
see the moment of realization in her face, like, shit.
Yeah. No, that class, that was so bullshit. I mean, you did another project, right? And you ended up passing it. I said, fuck that. I stood my ground. I'm like, dude, if you're not going to accept this, I'm not putting an effort in this class. I failed it right then and there. But yeah, next time I took it, she loved me, and I got an A+ in there, and I didn't do anything. I don't know.
Well, I also had a habit of sleeping in her class.
Okay,
also.
yeah, I slept through her fucking class the entire time. The second time around, she didn't care. That first time around, though, yeah, she would always get on to us about it. Because it was that year. I'd catch up sleep in that class. It was this movie, dude. You can't be out here watching like old ass movies at 8 a.m. Like, come on.
Fucking Shirley Temple. That's what you want to have us watch for our first class.
Bro,
of the
you might
day?
as well just have your fucking phone on the thunderstorm, the 10-hour thunderstorm sound, and have that playing in the background with a fan on me. Like, that's the equivalent to making me fall asleep. It's putting a fucking Shirley Temple on at 8 a.m. Are you kidding me? Like, that's like taking NyQuil. Like, you can't.
Pretty much.
That's half a Xanax right there. Like, you can't just.
Look, there were only a couple movies that I liked. And actually, fuck it. I liked Steel Magnolias, that fucking chick flick.
What was the Steel Magnolia? What's the one where it was the guy who this might be the movie actually. Hold on. No. It was the one you remember where the guy his wife was out of town or something forever, and they just had a girl who moved in upstairs, and she kept coming over, and he kept trying to. Is that what it was? Fuck, what was I can't remember the name of that movie, but it was. I actually liked that one.
What?
Steel Magnolia. I think I fell asleep in this movie. I don't remember it. Yeah. Oh no, I do remember a little bit of it. But because one of them worked at the barber shop or whatever. And
I remember I also liked The Birds, just because it was.
Fuck.
It was like I liked it because it was funny to make.
It was so stupid, dude. Birdemic, because we kept telling her like, "Let's watch Birdemic. Let's watch Birdemic."
Yeah.
we did.
She had no idea what we were talking about.
She had no fucking idea. I'm like, if we watched Birdemic, I would be the happiest man ever. We ended up watching Monty Python in the second class. Thank God. We almost didn't. I'm like, come on, that's a great movie. No, I liked. What's the other movie?
What was that like? Butch and someone else, like the Old West movie. I actually like that one.
Are you talking about sunset, sunshine, something with the sun? That one?
Butch in the
Butch
Sunset Kid.
Sunset. Yeah, something like that. Dude, I don't know. I didn't like that one. I slept through the whole thing. I couldn't stay awake. I don't
No,
know.
I ended up liking that one. I didn't think I would.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't really remember. I remember falling asleep a lot in that one. I remember because I got in
Oh,
trouble for being asleep during it.
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy, yeah. Butch Cassidy and the Sunset Boys or whatever.
Sunset Kid.
Sunset Kid, whatever. Rebel Without a Cause was good too. With
Oh my god. I fucking
was
hated
great.
that one.
You
I
really?
fell asleep.
Rebel
I
Without a
fell
Cause. I
asleep
thought
during that one.
that was decent. With what's his name? The only famous actor we ever had.
James Dean.
James Dean.
Well,
Remember
we
the
spent a
fucking
whole
names?
day in his fucking town
Okay,
staring at
that
his
was the
gravestone in
best.
his museum and shit.
Hey, don't be McCracken. No jokes about that. You remember the
Oh my!
McCracken?
Did you say
Yes, the McCracken. That was the best field trip I ever. I only had one field trip in high school. That was it, and it was the best. That class was so fun.
That was a fun day overall.
It really,
But
because remember we got back like 3 hours early, and she's like, "All right, you guys can just hang in here, and don't go to class." So we just told them we weren't back yet, but we were. So we just skipped the last two classes.
I actually remember we ended up telling like fight stories.
Yeah. Fights. I don't remember what mine. I think I told the one about how I got jumped in 8th grade or whatever. And
Yeah, they
then,
looked at you all traumatized and shit.
I almost got stabbed, and then Nick fucking damn near stomped the kid out.
I remember
That's crazy.
I told my fight stories, and basically they came to the same. They're just like, "Damn, all your fights started over basketball." Like, yeah, pretty much.
Well, he's a black kid from Indianapolis. There's not many.
Exactly.
There's
What
not
you
any
think's gonna happen? The fuck?
How often are we
Y'all
gonna do
ain't been
this?
outside Cincinnati.
This is just we're just bored. This is I don't know.
At this point, we're doing it just to pass the time.
Really, yeah. And since I'm stuck in here for the foreseeable future, so. But no, Daniel, you got to get back on Xbox sometime, maybe later tonight too. 'Cause I bought Xbox Live again, but no, that class was great. I love that class. Well, no, I hated that class. I hated and loved that class.
I had a love-hate relationship with it.
I hated
depends
it because
on the day.
we got failed for the stupidest shit ever, but I also liked it because of
Plagiarism. Well, there's only so many ways I can take a direct quote from the book
how can I
and put it in my
chronologically summarize a book? You know how hard that is for a 200-page book? Like, yeah, I didn't understand that. Chronologically summarizing. Like, even if you do
Bro,
come up with it on your own, it's going to be the same as whatever the next guy said because you can only summarize it so much.
Fucking self-control. It took every bit of self-control I had in me not to just like
It was
start berating her right there, then and there in the hallway.
So I was so fucking mad. I remember that. I held my shit back, but I really I'm like, I almost went to the office about it. I'm like, this is just fucking stupid. But I'm like,
we should. In hindsight, we should have.
I feel like we wouldn't have had much of a case though. Like I said, there's so many summaries about that fucking book because one, it was confusing. So like, already people are summarizing it more to get other people to understand. So it's like, but dude, I spent 3 hours that night editing that fucking video, like putting it all together. I did the voiceover for it that night. I did everything. I made it. Let's agree here. That was the best fucking project in the class. Let's just keep it real. By far, and then I failed. I got an F for plagiarism. I'm like, I spent so long on this fucking project. We wrote the script to that thing in like 20 minutes. Like, I remember we wrote the script for that. I'm like, dude, I didn't have time to plagiarize, even if I could. Even if I did, like, I didn't have time to. We had we had to source one website or whatever, which we did. I didn't fucking read that website. Are you kidding me? Like, I summarized off of what I knew. But it was just stupid. God, that pissed me off. I had that video too forever. I might still have it somewhere actually. But
when you mentioned how it was the best project by far, that was a trend whenever either
Everything
you or
I
me
touched
had to.
was the best
That
project.
was a trend whenever you or me had to touch iMovie. We just
Dude, it was the
we
best.
would make shit that was minimal effort to us, but was head and shoulders above everybody else.
Well, I don't know if they can consider it cheating or not, but by that point in high school, I was like really, really good at Sony Vegas, which is not fucking iMovie. It's an actual professional grade editing software. So anytime there was a project involving that or Photoshop, I won. I won before it started because, I mean, everyone used iMovie, so I don't know if you can call it cheating, but I don't give a shit. I'm using my resources.
It didn't even matter if it was fucking iMovie. I remember
even
there was
iMovie, even iMovie, I could whip up some shit.
In my advanced comp class, we had to make a video. Just there was something like a commercial for a scene in a book. I don't know. It was a weird project, but I remember just me and Kieran were working on it, and she basically told me like I have no idea how to work iMovie, and I just told her, it's all right.
I got this.
I got this. It's all good. And she's like, "You sure? Really?" Yeah, it's all good. I just need you to film a couple scenes. And so we filmed a little bit. We spent like 1 hour making of various scenes to record. We spent maybe a grand total of 5 minutes actually recording, and then we just talked the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Then I came home, recorded a couple more things.
Cut it up.
I maybe spent about an hour. Maybe spent about an hour from start to finish on iMovie. I just had the TV playing in the background. And when I came in the next day and presented it, it was way better than anything anybody else.
Dude, I went out with a bang in films class, the one that you weren't in when I had to retake it. Dude, me and Nicholas Curls, we had to do one. We had to pick somebody in the entertainment industry and do like a mock interview where someone would play the role of that whoever we picked. Well, we had Walt Disney. And I'm like, we had to do like an interview thing. Call me a fucking tryhard for a school project. One, I'm passionate about shit I create, and I want it to be good. So it was just a personal gain for me. I could have shit something out and it would have gotten an A too, but I'm like, okay, this is representing, anything I put out creatively. If it has my name on it, I want it to be good. Dude, I went all out on that fucking thing. We had 2 cameras, tripods set up. We were doing like across the table interview with each other. Every time I talked, it would go to the camera to me. It would do to him. It was the whole cinematic thing. I color graded it professionally. We had mics. I brought in our actual microphone, so audio quality, because everyone just uses their laptops, which laptop webcam and mic ain't good. Not good. Dude, I had professional mics in there. We filmed it on our phones, which were Galaxy S7s at the time. Good cameras, right? Dude, mine looked like a real fucking interview. Like a real interview. And actually got some appreciation for it, People were like, wow, that was actually good. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this shit for like 4 years. Like every project I've ever made was really good.
I remember at the end of presenting those projects with iMovie, Karen came up to me at the end of it, and she's just like, "Can I say that I edited the video?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why?" And she's like, "I need to feel like I did something." And I'm like,
"That's
I
always the
didn't
part
bust
I
my
loved.
ass. This is like I literally shitted this out. I just was spitballing ideas as I went along."
Oh yeah, if we like say, what else was it that we did? No, there was a German project too. We had to film like an advertisement for a political party in Germany. Well, we had the Communist Party, so that was fun. But we had to use green screens, right?
Yeah.
Dog, no one knows how to use a fucking green screen on iMovie. Are you kidding me? We filmed that shit. I'm like, fuck iMovie. I came home, put it in Sony Vegas. It's the what is it? It's well, there's a green screen effect, but it's a color key effect. You take the little pen thing, you put it on the green screen, and it gets rid of that background automatically. Looked fucking perfect. That's the thing. I'm like, dude, everyone else's were like artifacting really bad. They were wearing green, so like half of them were invisible and shit. You know what I mean? Audio was trash. I'm like,
Yeah.
I never went first. I'm like, I want to be last or second to last because I'm like, I want to drop a bomb on these motherfuckers. I want everyone to feel
Just
like,
wanna
yeah,
go
this guy
fucking
just
Hiroshima
wonked.
on 'em.
Like, this guy just fucking murdered us. Like,
Well, I mean,
always like
also
that.
remember that project you and me did in what was it, ICP?
With the one for your class, like the song I helped you with, or the project,
No.
or
We had to do some like forms of electricity video.
yes, I faintly remember that one.
Even in that one, ours was head and shoulders above everyone else.
Oh yeah. Well, remember, I feel like this is always a thing. We always get sabotaged because I feel like every time we went up to present, something technical would happen bad, not on our end.
Yeah.
Like I remember, yeah, these speakers wouldn't work. It had to play out of my laptop so no one could fucking hear me on that project. That's what happened. So like everyone was just like, that was fucking stupid because they couldn't hear it. So I went up to told Espo, I'm like, actually listen to it, like put headphones on and listen to it after class, and you'll get it. And she wrote back, she's like, that was a phenomenal video. I'm like, there's really good quality and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, like we didn't fuck around. That was like we had that real shit.
I remember. It's all coming back to me now.
I know.
A few of the scenes included me like watching.
Yeah, you
I
had
to like make
the bread.
toast.
Yeah.
And I fucking washed bread with a piece of bread with the sink water, stared at it for a few seconds, and then fucking slammed it against the wall and ran away.
Yes,
and then
that
at
was
one
a banger in the class.
And then at one point, I threw a piece of bread into the fan and said "wind power."
Yeah,
threw it into the fan and it shot into the lamp.
Yeah, I remember that. That killed
like
the
inside
class.
the lampshade.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that.
And then at one point I tried to make it with fire.
Yeah, you were like lighting it.
I held a lighter to it and it got burnt, stared at it for a little bit more, and then threw it again and ran away. Like,
no, yeah, that class was
I was just acting
killer.
like a fucking autistic kid in that video.
That's the thing, but if it's edited well and the info, because I remember you were doing that shit, and I was like having real professional like explanations while you're sitting here fucking around with it. So it was like the perfect contrast to where it was comedic for people who don't understand.
The smart kid, and here we have the autistic.
What happens if you put the retard in the class and the smartest kid together? No, but
now like, that's my thing. Like when it comes to video, have some sense
you have to find the good in between. Like what I always tried to do is I always tried to have the information there to make sure, because it had to be an informational video. I'd have the information for the teacher, but for the presentation for the class is, I wouldn't say a more important, but it almost is. Like if it's funny presentation, people in the class are going to love it and they're going to remember it. They're not going to remember if it's boring fucking information. So I feel like if the teacher sees the class really enjoyed it, that's going to help you grade out too, because it was you presented it well. So I always tried, presentation is key. Presentation is key. First impressions are always what defines what someone thinks. And if you had the good first impression, you won. Like that's it.
I'm going to think of it like you mentioned that song you helped me with. Again, head and shoulders above everybody else. They had
I didn't get to hear anybody else's either, but I'm like, I just know this is better. Just
first off, like everybody else's, they were barely singing in key. They tried actual songs. They were barely singing in key,
and they were using a MacBook mic, weren't they?
They were doing their lyrics made no fucking sense. It was
we spent so long.
Audio wasn't mixed. Nothing. Like all of it was shit.
I remember.
And then
we.
And then here comes me. Wait, what were you saying?
We spent so long on that. We were up from like 4 PM or whatever, whenever you got out of school, and we ended up scrapping the original song at like 3 AM and then remade it in like 20 minutes, and that's the one we used. We spent so long on that.
And even then, like for the music video itself, I just edited together a bunch of fucking random pictures that I thought matched the lyrics a little bit, and added the lyrics onto it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was still better than anything else.
That was the thing. We had. I just feel like on that tip, we had the advantage over it, because I mean, you were already good at FL at that point. I had the equipment to do it.
We actually had actual music software. We had actual recording
The
equipment.
We had the actual skill to mix it, level, and all that shit with
And
audio.
we're both good at video editing.
So it's like, dude, it was just gonna be a kill. I wish I was in that class at the time. It was like, dude, we fucking murk you guys.
It was an unfair playing field from the
It
start.
was.
Like I was
That's
gonna
thing. Anytime anything video related came up, I'm like, you guys are done. Don't even try. I fucking
I'm
won.
about to end this man's whole career.
I won before it even started.
Exactly. Like people looked at mine. Everyone was looking at mine, and they're just like, "Damn, that was really good." Because like the lyrics actually made sense.
Yeah. And it was,
Even though it was
the beat was
a
also
simple
good
song.
too. I mean, it was a remake, but it wasn't like a popular remake. You know, it was a fucking. It was a bitter
it would have
man.
sounded way better if I didn't make it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
It wasn't even
I actually
polished,
found
yeah.
out the kicks were pretty fucking weak in that one. But you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we were just leagues ahead, and people finally started to pick that up like junior, senior year. Like, okay, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. But I always did projects alone or with like one other person. Like, I wouldn't do a big group because I just didn't. Call me if I self like a narcissist or whatever. I liked having creative control because I'm like, I know what I'm doing, you guys don't. So just let me handle this shit. Like, I'll take care of it. Don't even worry.
I would only get like that on video projects. Like,
yeah, video projects. I'm like,
it's like, look, I'm not trying. Yeah. It's like I'm not trying to say I know better,
but I do.
But I definitely know best.
Like, before they would even finish listing off, like, they would just say, "Oh, we have a video project," and once they name the subject, immediately I'd have an idea of what to do. I'd think about how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to go about doing it. I'm like, I have this project done before she's even finished giving directions. Like, I'm just that far ahead of this shit. Like it's over.
Because I was like, because my sleep schedule was so fucked, I always had this thing where I would always wait until like 1 a.m. to actually start doing the shit. Because that, for some reason, that's when my best.
That's when the creative
is like the start of the fucking morning.
Mine doesn't. I guess you could say video wise, mine because I come up with some crazy shit at night, and if I do record it, I'll wake up the next morning. I'm like, what the fuck am I? What did I? What? I'm like, what the hell is this? But I'll be with musically though. I'll think of something, but I'll be too tired to like actually make it. So I'll be like, I'll remember that for later. I don't fucking remember it.
Nope. So
I just record myself. Like, if I come up with a melody or something like that, I'll just play it on the piano, record myself doing it, and put it in a folder for later. So like, maybe I'll come back to this someday. I normally don't, but no, trust me, our school got a lot worse than this. We had some crazy shit. God, I can't wait for the day. How long do you think it is before we can just tell the story in full? Like,
of good old Bo?
Everything that happened in those 2 years. That shit with Renee, the Ryan story, like all of it.
Well,
how long do you think we wait?
You just go and fucking leaking their names and shit.
I don't give no one knows who the fuck we're talking about, so it's whatever. It's, so I don't really care anyways. Like, how long do we wait before we just tell that shit? Because we can blur their names out. It's not a problem. Well, the Renee one we really can't. That one's pretty. It's same with Bo. We can't just. It's the Bo story. It's Bo. Like, that's who it is. So.
Like, call me sadistic, but I sort of want to wait until like the views are up a little bit before we tell the story, because I know people to hear about
I want the
shit.
right time. We gotta make a document or something. Like, we need to make like a timeline of events that happened so we don't forget anything important. You know what I mean?
What, for fucking Renee?
Everything.
Like, that is a whole timeline in itself.
Everything that happened from sophomore year to the end of junior year, everything that happened, we got to make that. Because, I mean, all that shit happened in like a year period, really. It popped off with the Bo stuff, and the Renee shit happened around after that too. And then the Ryan shit popped off like the next year.
Bro,
so.
saying
we tried to hit her up,
like
dude.
saying Voldemort.
It is this Voldemort.
Her name is like saying Voldemort. It carries nothing but just
Remember when I added her on Snapchat? I think she blocked me. She's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Or either that, or she remembered and
And she's
didn't
like,
want
no,
any
I don't
part of
want
it.
those
She didn't
memories
want
back.
round 2.
I mean, if she became like a really nice, well upkept woman, I would be proud of her. I really would. I'm like, you don't.
Yeah, we all know that did not happen.
No, sadly, probably not. But I'd just be like, you don't realize the shit you really fucked like someone's life up really bad, like really bad.
Oh, she really. I mean,
we were front row. We were sideline seats to see it. We were right there.
It's like she probably thought if you just led with that, she'd probably think, "Oh, you're talking about." No, I made it out just fine. It's
We made it out fine. Someone didn't.
It's not us.
I would love to if we ever did make a video on just our entire high school experience if she was watching it, so we can just fully explain to her and get her reaction live of all the shit that transpired
Just look
because
at her,
of that.
just like, Boyd, what did you want to know? What you did?
We're not saying you lit the fuse, but you definitely started the match. You know,
You didn't light the fuse, but you definitely just.
you helped. That
me,
whole thing was
now
crazy,
me,
man.
however, I probably lit the fuse.
Yeah.
I definitely lit the fuse.
I was like the assistant sitting there watching it happen. Like I wasn't involved, but I was part of the bomb squad.
Camera just documenting everything.
I had front row seats. I'm like, this is great.
You know what the worst part about that whole thing was?
I can guess many things, but what?
This wouldn't have. None of that shit would have happened if I hadn't been a free range simp.
Yeah.
I really
was.
Getting
there.
Don't even sugarcoat it. I was.
Remember, acceptance
is
the first.
Simp, and people got hurt because I was a simp.
Simping doesn't get you nowhere, but feelings hurt, bro.
Look, it did that day. Simping hurt more people than just me. It really simping really damaged someone else now.
Oh yeah, it definitely. I'm gonna reset that real quick. Dude, that was such a crazy. God damn it! It was such a crazy time.
So yeah, there's more wisdom to everybody.
And we're just giving teasers.
Hurt you, it hurts those around you.
Well, it can hurt you too. If you're Elliot Rodger, but it hurts other people primarily. Especially if you shoot up a school, then it really hurts other people. But God damn it. It's just, these are examples in life. These are things that made us who we are today and taught us what to do and what not to do in the world, you know.
In a sad way, Paige is the reason I'm not a simp anymore. So she did something good.
It was for the better, you know.
Yeah. Showed me the error of my ways.
He didn't even get a smasher. That's the saddest part.
I'm actually grateful for that. There's no telling.
Who knows what would have happened then? You would have gotten hooked.
Different diseases. I wouldn't be surprised she had at least 2 kids by now.
Or you followed suit with the simp shit and you really got hooked on it. And then after that, you were damaged product, and you would be in the shoes that who I shall not name. It could have traded places. God, that's just sad.
We wouldn't have traded places. She still would have ended with
You think so?
Man.
You think she would have been this bad had it happen? I don't know.
Because I was the first case of men are pigs.
Yeah. I feel like I was kind of a balance for a while too. Because, I mean, we were always good friends, and I never anything like that, you know, in that manner, I guess you could say. And I've always been a fairly reasonable, chill dude. But I feel like once it got sour between, you know, her and the rest of our crew, shit just went south. It didn't go south. It went straight down.
Shit hit the fan.
You see the stock market in 1928? That's what happened. It went down. Or 2029, down.
Well, all right, look. She could not, for the rest of our time in high school, she could not make up her mind as to whether she hated me or wanted to fuck me on the spot.
That's the thing, dude. It just got
I-
toxic. Just like what we were talking about last night. It's like there comes a point where you just got to back out of the picture for the better. You know, if you just stick around, it's gonna get worse, and it did.
Like you remember when we were sitting at the lunch? We were all at the lunch table.
Many
It's like
things happen at the
me and
lunch
her's
table.
dynamic was like every fucking day.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was, and
Never
it was
really
usually
knew what
her.
was
Like
going
I would just be over here chilling, and then suddenly like, oh, she's flirting with me, and then she's mad at me for no reason.
Yeah, before that main crew fell apart. What year was that? That was junior year, I believe.
That was senior year.
You sure? That was it.
It was very.
It had. Yeah, I was about to say it had to be the first 9 weeks because we all split up after that.
Yeah.
Us two had the same lunch periods, but there wasn't enough seats over there, so I had to like find some random fucking spot. My thing about it though is like, well, I'm only here for 9 more weeks. I don't really give a fuck anymore. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, that table though, it was that last bit was weird. It just because we didn't even play Uno anymore, which was like our saving grace or sanity keeper. Was playing Uno at lunch, and we stopped.
Well,
doing
it was
that,
either that or Renee was gonna bring shit up that happened in the past.
or yeah, talk about shit that was going on, and we'd rather not do that. We'd rather keep that on the low. We didn't want to bring that up.
It got to the point where eventually I just didn't want to say shit anymore because she was gonna say something and relate it to Paige.
Yeah, that was such a. We could really make a fucking book out of that. Out of those 3 years, we really could.
From housewife to hoe, a tragedy of Renee.
Housewife to hoe. Oh no. Many of things fell apart in those years. It's just it's the collapse, really. It's the collapse of the school system.
The failure of the American education system.
Everything that can and will go wrong happened. Like there wasn't much good that came out of those, honestly. It was other than great stories to tell.
Well, I mean, I reaped the benefits in the end. So
I think we came out pretty good. Ultimately, I think we came out on
we.
What? Who didn't?
All right, I know what I got out of it. What did you get out of it?
I don't have AIDS. That's a good start.
Neither do I.
That's the thing. I was front row seats, but I was also in the back seat at the same time. Like,
none
of this shit affected me. Really,
you just got to laugh at the whole thing.
Exactly. I got to see your whole shit fall apart. I got to.
All right, look,
nothing
I
happened
recovered
to me.
I'd say I recovered pretty well.
Yeah, no, you bounced back. The other victims didn't. not much. I didn't get. Nothing happened to me out of that, really. If anything, my grades went up.
You were pretty much the same as when you entered.
Yeah, I didn't really lose much out of it. If anything, we gained.
Well, Camden was Camden. I keep forgetting Camden was involved in.
You forget he was
big part of it.
Yeah, he was like the main part of it. Well, not the main, but
he was like instigator for.
That's when the tides turned. When we found that shit out, because we were gonna kill his ass, and then we found out that that's when shit really turned around.
Whoo! Oh, you're talking about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was talking about like when he was saying
in
that.
gym class still.
Yeah, because he
actually
started hating Paige a lot more after I left. Remember, I left the class 9 weeks in.
Yeah.
Because I had already done soccer and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like
after that, it was pretty weird.
There was a bunch of shit that would go down in that class that everyone else had to tell me about because I wasn't there to see it anymore.
That's how senior was. I'm glad not a lot of shit happened senior year when I was gone. I don't know.
Nah, senior
people just told me lunch tables were fucking boring. Look, I snorted pepper for money and gave speeches on how no homo works. I got to do it, dude. I got to rewrite the no homo.
You and Brett did cock block me on prom night, but it turned out for the better.
We saved your life. I've talked to other victims of hers, and we saved your life. We did, because by that point,
what?
by that
Talk
point.
to other victims of hers.
Oh yeah, the first victim,
All right,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good then. I can't imagine how it was 30 deep by the time you got to it. The water wasn't dirty. That was Flint water.
I don't even want to imagine what number I would have been.
Well,
I don't
we
even know what number
speculate
I was.
it could be
I don't
50
know what number
now,
I was
so.
with Renee. I can't imagine what number I would have been
We know you were
with Carly.
you were first 10 to her. Now,
I
the
was
other
10?
broad.
Oh yeah,
you were.
I was definitely first 10.
First 10, yeah.
I don't know where on that ranking I am though.
We did the math at one point. Remember that we were up for like 2 hours that one night trying to get the exact percentages.
We had nothing better to do, so
we
we
didn't
might
have
as well
anything
do
to go off of,
fucking
really.
hoes.
But oh god,
fucking hoe math.
The body counters.
We're gonna bust the myth on how many nuts you busted.
How many hoes do you have at your school? Well, just send us all the information you got, and we'll do the math.
We'll rank the hoes from streets to streets sign.
That's the next video. I feel like that'll be the next definition of a simp video. Consider what street property. I don't know how I'd go about it though, but like judging at what point is it street property?
It's like ranking street property.
Yeah, something like that. Like how
there
how
comes a
deep
point
is it?
where she's not even street property. She's got a street named after her.
Yeah. Maybe the real definition of a thought? That could be it. I could just do street property thing, like, and then you're gonna get the broads commenting. Why does it matter? Love is love. Who cares about how many people you sleep with? You're right, but if you're racking up fucking team deathmatch on Rust numbers using an ACR with suppressor and heartbeat sensor and a fucking chopper gunner in a month, it's not love, boy. It's not. That's a little too much. Like,
good Lord Jesus. I got someone on my fucking Snapchat who's got damn near a 600,000 snap score.
Okay, that we can judge people on. I don't care how long you've had Snapchat. If your shit's over 1 million, you need to put your fucking phone down. 2, you need to close your legs. I'm sorry.
Yep, I got someone who's at 840 million, or not million.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm like,
whoo,
800
too much.
Mine's 200. I don't talk to people on there, dog. No, here's the thing about the
70. Mine's 69,800.
I don't use Snapchat though. That's like I rarely ever use it. This is the thing, dude. My coworkers added me to a group chat, right? And ever since I called in about not being able to come in because a family member, possibly has the virus, dog, they kicked me out of that. No one has said shit to me since. I'm like, I'm not the one who has it, first off. Second, if I did have it and I came in anyways, then y'all have it. I'm like getting shunned right now. I'm like, I don't even have it. That's the thing about it. If you have the fucking virus, which, let's be real, like half the population at this point has it at some level, you get shunned. They're like, get the fuck away. I'm like, I don't even know if they'll even let me back. Like, my boss, when I told him that, he just sent okay with a period. I'm like, oh.
Jesus.
I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'll even be able to let back. They'll just treat me like, I don't know. I'm like, goddamn, I'm not even the one who has it. Like, but yeah, they no one's talked to me, and one of them's unadded me. I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck? What did I do? I'm just trying to play it safe. One of our delivery drivers. But no, they're just like,
so now you're basically
shunned.
Like, patient zero now.
Apparently, I'm like, I don't know. Someone else, one of our other delivery drivers, had to stay home because he delivered to a house. The people supposedly had it. So I'm not the first one at work to like be near it. You know what I mean? But
so what do they think? Some fucking Spider-Man Web of Shadow shit's gonna ensue if they go near you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what?
It's gonna go full blown prototype or something.
I'm like, damn, you guys are really throwing me out to the fucking wolves right now. Like, I didn't even do anything. Like, I'm chilling. So, I don't know. Because I sent something into the group chat. It was a inside joke thing. Nothing but red. I just read. That's it. And then there's been nothing in it for 4 days now, and it was a really active chat. Everyone's gone. So I'm pretty sure they just made a new one and didn't put my ass in it. I'm almost certain that's what happened. So, but I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I'm a pretty pivotal part there because one of our other person who works the table, their parents aren't allowing them to work during this. So I'm like the only one on the table who can work most days. And now that I can't, other people have to fill my role who don't work it. So I don't know if they're just mad at me, but I'm like, look, I don't control the rules. Like this this is health guidelines by the government. I can't just, not just disobey it and come in anyways. Like that's not how it works. So like I don't know, but I'm like, damn, y'all didn't have to do me like this. Shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna kick me out. I'm gonna come back and I'm like, yeah, you don't work here anymore. If that happened, if I got fired, as soon as the shit clears up, I'm moving to LA. I'm dead serious. If I got fired at any point, I'm moving. I'm not staying here anymore.
Bro, like
that's all it takes.
You're pretty much the backbone of that entire place.
Exactly. If they fired me, they'd be fucking retarded. Anyone will tell you that. Anyone who works there knows it. They're like, dude, if they fired me, they're fucked. Like, there's no one who can fill my position well enough to take over my shifts that I left behind. Like, they can't. So, and they've already trained new people to take my spot, and they can't. They're just not good enough to the point where they can do shifts on their own, even however deep they're in training. So, yeah, if I left, that's why I kind of have job security in a way, because I'm like, they're not gonna fucking fire me. It takes some real shit to get me fired. So I'm not concerned. But if they told me not to come back, I'm like, all right, well, I'm out of Indy. See you fuckers. I'm gone.
Hey, Cali.
Oh yeah, my dad says anytime I want to go out there, I can come. So I just call him like, hey, look, I just got fired. I got $5,000 in the bank. I'm heading out there. Try and find me a job real quick so we can get some cash on the side. There we go. That's all it is.
Man, if you go out there, I'm going with you. You ain't leaving me here.
That's the thing. Yeah, I don't want to leave you here. That would, because then you'd be stuck with all this buffoonery.
Exactly, and I have no foreseeable out for a minute.
Dude, it's so dead end here. There's just nothing you can do.
If you go, I'm gonna be niggaless. I will not have my nigga.
Yeah,
you can't leave.
I wouldn't move out there. I've considered, if I were to lose my job, I wouldn't permanently move out there. But say I'd probably move out there for like the summer, and see what could happen. Like if I got a good job or something like that, or I got opportunity, I got the right connects or whatever, then I'd consider staying. But I'd probably come back. Like I wouldn't just permanently move out there right away. I'd do it in takes. I'd make sure shit's lined up so I don't just move out there and then I'm like, well, back to making fucking pizzas but in a different environment. Like so I probably won't move until I at least get my associate's degree, which is another 1.5 years. So unless some real shit pops off and I just have to move or I'll fucking, lose my shit. But who knows? Time will tell. We'll see.
Hey, bro, I'm probably about to hop off here, get ready for bed and shit.
Yeah,
before I end up getting up at 1 again.
Yeah, I got up at 12 today. I got to get up earlier. If it's nice out, I got to mow the lawn and shit, record some stuff, and do homework. So yeah. Daniel, if you're still in here, hop on Xbox. Cause I don't know if I'll
running up on Halo.
I'm not tired. No, Minecraft.
Yeah.
I need his help. I'm at a point right now where I have so much. God, this sounds so gay when I'm saying it, but I need eyes of Ender so I can get to the end and kill the Ender dragon. Like that's actually what is going on, but like it sounds gay, but that's my part time now. Um but yeah, man, take it. How long we damn, this is almost 3 hours.
Shit.
At least it worked this time, you know.
No, that's true.
So we'll see. I'll probably clip definitely probably the iDubbbz part and
Yeah, definitely.
maybe the basketball part. If you want the basketball part to upload it, I'll give it to you.
Nah, I'm probably gonna.
I want to see what the next video
I
is.
definitely gotta start that basketball shit, but I gotta like plan out shit that I can make videos on that doesn't
You
revolve
don't
around
you don't
current
want
basketball.
Also, you don't want to just make one video and then like, oh, I have no ideas and don't upload anything for months because that's what kills it before it even starts. That's why I'm like
Yeah.
right now, once I get to that week mark of no uploads, I gotta cook something because I'm gonna lose the train. So we'll see, but I'll pop a basketball video in here and there. It's just you don't want to create an audience and then switch up to something different and then the audience you created before doesn't. That's what happened on Pinnacle. It's just I did so much different shit that no one knows what the fuck they're there for anymore. So this one I'm trying to keep it to a consistent variety, if you know what I mean. Like basketball on the side here and there for the few people who actually watch it. My mainline content of educational purposes, if you want to call it that. And then, you know, the ranting shit for the more comedic side. So but yeah, it's we're chugging. Now's the time, if ever, to pop off on this stuff. So I just had an idea for something. I gotta write it down so I don't forget. To grow your channel.
All right, bro, but yeah, I'm about to hop off here.
All right, I'm in the stream right here. We kept a consistent viewer count, surprisingly enough. How I don't know. I'm really thinking about just moving over to this channel instead. I mean, Pinnacle. I'll probably upload my bigger videos there, but I think this one just might be the route with the growth it's at right now. I'm on route to hit 300 subs by the end of the weekend. So, and I started it 2 months ago. So, you know, I just gotta get it while getting's good. So,
yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream off here. Anyone still watching? I don't know whenever we'll do this again. It's really just whenever the fuck we feel like it and we have some shit to say. So, can't really say look out for a consistent schedule, but you know, it'll be uploaded. I'm not going to take it down. I'll probably just leave the whole thing up if you want to watch it. So, yeah, I'd say that's about it right there. So I'm going to close it up.